Yeah, the stuff with Tilly.
Yeah, we gotta do some Tilly stuff. So
Tilly.
I was told that you did not attempt to cheat Tilly, yes?
I did not.
Okay, perfect. So you will be granted an official, not an apprenticeship, but you get an official job, which technically can count because you were getting paid for your work.
Okay, so now I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I can open up where is it? There it is. Ambitions. My short term was become Tilly's apprentice. Does this count for that?
Yes, go ahead and add your 5.
Add my 5.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I know that I spent 510 into my bloodline last time, and I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to find what I like where I actually put it. Like what I actually put it into. It was like 510 into bloodline spirit or spirit bloodline, something like that. But I can't remember exactly, so I'm trying to find that. But if I can't find it, I'll just respend those points into my bloodline again as whatever I was trying to do then. I'll just, because I didn't actually awaken my bloodline, so they didn't do anything. But I'm still going to assign them to my bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second. Okay. Come on. There we go. I was lighting a candle. All right. Slap that bad boy up there. And be on with the show. Okay, so that was 5 merit points for completing that short-term goal, and I can't add another short-term goal for the rest of this session, correct?
No.
Okay. Let me take this off so that I don't have a short-term for now.
Did we completed all the short terms for the pack, right, Johnny?
This is gonna be after.
Yeah, that'll be after. Okay.
Yeah, John sent me a number for how many points I should have, not counting my short-term goal that I just completed. But we'll see.
We're doing pre, but
Right. Yep.
Which one? 120? 180?
This is rougher. Higher means smoother. Do the 120, then the 180, and then that soft edge. All right. What now, Matthias?
You get some market time. They're given 250 marks to go to the day market. You will do your purchases early, then you will work under Tilly. So
Let's see here.
she has 3 rules that you need to comply with at all times while working under her.
Mm-hmm.
First, be honest with her, with the customers, with yourself, with her merchandise, with the books. Be honest with everything. It's reputation that matters when you're a merchant. Because there's a lot of merchants out there. But if you get a reputation for, that's not in the realm of good, people don't want to do business with you. So,
Okay.
2, if she tells you something, please listen. Sometimes you'll have to make an improvisation. And sometimes the customers are really difficult, especially if, she's like, I don't want to sell you all of my this, and they get really angry. Or, just listen to her. But the third, but absolutely most important of all the rules, do not touch any of the canisters labeled napalm.
I would say that does sound pretty important.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just free marketing right now?
No, she pays you per hour. And
Okay.
she teaches you how to do commerce and books, and you get to
Okay.
be behind the counter. You get to be there when she does interactions with customers. You get to know where her merchandise is. You know what she's got behind all over the place. She's gonna start you at 20 marks an hour. So that's not bad. So, all right. So, did you want to make any purchases?
Not that I can think of. I mean, I'm stocked up on candy, and I don't really need anything else right now. So I'm just gonna focus up
Well,
on.
if you think of something, let me know. If you
Yeah,
maybe
I'll let you
got
know.
from the day market. Yeah, I added 4 new vendors. Karoom, he makes bombs, explosives, fireworks.
Is there which one would sell spices? Would it be Tilly?
Tilly sells some spices. Carver sells some. Chlorine sells medicinal stuff.
What kind of spices would Tilly have available right now?
Well, she sold the last of everything she had to Luna.
Oh, okay.
So she had some cumin, and she had
Knakwak, sorry. Wasabi.
wasabi, and sold that to Luna. And she's like, yeah, I
You
mean,
think Carver might have some?
Carver might have some. He's kind of weird.
Let's go see. Let's go speak upon Carver.
Okay. He kind of looks down at you. You're here for the bear. I knew it.
Not. Yes, I'm here for the bear.
Good. He hands you a big chunk of bear meat. 10 marks.
Okay, I give him the 10 mark and take the bear meat. I'm also looking for some spices. You got any
Oh, yes.
spices? Out
Flavor
there?
the bear meat. Bear meat.
Yeah, gotta flavor it up good. You don't have one?
And he just stares at you. And he's like, you know what? You can flavor it with fish. He hands you some fish.
Fish isn't a spice, sir.
Oh.
I'm looking for spices. Something like cinnamon or
No, don't know that.
you know cinnamon, you
No.
know chili pepper, cayenne, basil. That's
I
a
don't know
bird,
these
not a
words.
spice.
What do they mean?
What spices do you have?
I don't have spices. I have flavor things.
What other flavors you got?
And he starts to go over all the meats. He has some vegetables. Turns out he's got some lemongrass because he's
That.
like, it's grass that you can use to make things taste zippy.
I'll take that.
And he's got some coriander.
That as well.
And yeah, he charges you for the flavor things. 50 marks.
Okay, so I had 250 to start, right?
Yeah, you're giving him 250 for this interaction. So.
And then minus 10 for bear.
So he only has
Valley.
those.
Yeah.
Can I try and commerce, just kind of barter with him, or not barter, but try and get him to haggle the price down from 50 to 45, maybe. I just bought this bear meat, and if these flavors are any good, I'm gonna be coming back to you for more, Carver.
Okay.
Well, you have to buy more fish.
What's the price on fish?
Did you
How big do
change
you want 'em?
from earlier?
He's got big fish, medium fish, small
And it's
fish.
still doing it?
Big fish are 10 marks a piece,
Mhm.
5,
Okay.
and then 2.
So, how many fish do I need to buy to get a discount on the
Alright,
on
I'll
the
try
on
and
the
find something
flavors?
His pants?
One medium or larger fish per discount.
All right, I'll buy a medium fish.
So for 5,
Yeah.
and then he'll give you a discount of 5 on the flavor, one of the flavors.
What, Bree? Hold on. 1 second. Lemongrass. There's lemongrass and coriander, right? Matt. Hello?
What?
I said it was lemongrass and coriander, right?
Yeah.
Your mic is like kind of fuzzy, kind of cutting out. Okay. So
Yes, it was.
10, 15. So 60, so I'm at 190.
It's not wrapped in a glass bottle though, so he's just got it in a sack.
Okay. I'm actually just gonna give that to Luna and tell him to add it. Tell him her to add it to our stock of spices and flavorings.
Okay. Cool. All right. Then.
And I'm also gonna give him the bear meat and the fish because I'm not a cook. I'm
Yeah,
just trying to strike up a relationship with this man as far as business goes.
Yeah, he will have more bear next time. Maybe some boar.
Cool. Give me 1 second. I gotta get Brandon's monitor to work real quick. I just gotta go move a plug. I'll be right back. View. All right, Matthias, I'm back. Dog. You there?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So now it's back to Tilly, and we're gonna do semi time skip here or what?
Yep.
Cool.
You'll get a time skip. Did you already get your watermelon?
Yes.
Um,
I have a slice of cantaloupe and a slice of watermelon for something.
no, it's a full watermelon. That was a gift for one of the competition successes.
Oh,
Then you'll get to go back to night market one more time, and then we go to Hunter's Camp.
yep. All right. Watermelon is in my inventory and time skippy time. Roll anything or what?
What do you want to do for the month?
I want to spend as much time as I can at Tilly Stall learning.
Okay.
Learning how to deal with people.
Roll 3 logic and 3 sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, for your penmanship.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Here's my 3 logics. Ooh.
Okay.
I'll pass this butt that too.
All right. So not bad.
No, not bad. And then you said it's night market time now?
So yeah, you'll be learning it. What I'll do is preemptively, I'll give you your second check mark in logic, or not logic, commerce, and sleight of hand before we do the time skip.
Cool.
So, yeah. All right. You're learning a lot of value of stuff. So Tilly teaches you some interesting things.
Okay.
That she is, first of all, one of the few successful traveling caravan masters.
Ooh.
So she's a traveling merchant, which is hard because
Right.
there's some areas and trade routes that are not safe,
Safe.
no matter
Yeah.
what you do, because
Right.
there are points in time where you have to set up at night. Her key to success is napalm. Because doesn't matter what the fuck you do, it will roast you alive, night or day. There are very few light bearers who can survive napalm, and there are very few light creatures who have the ability to absorb light and gutter flame, who can do that before they burn to death.
Well, there you go. Napalm all the way, baby. Does she make her own napalm or does she buy it?
Her weapons, she uses a flamethrower.
Tasty.
Yeah, she uses a flamethrower. So, yeah, it's so in some areas it is considered a war crime to use napalm, but she doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, hey, it's Evan.
Yeah.
Shut up, John, you bald bitch.
Yeah, so you're gonna learn some trade routes that she uses,
Mm-hmm.
specifically through the mountains, and that'll be over time. You're gonna learn some of the things you always want to grab when you go around, not just spices and whatnot. Climbing gear, like every last bit and piece you can get, the more higher quality and the higher tech, the better. Climbing harness, bandoliers, clips, climbing shoes, climbing axes, helmets, just anything and everything involving climbing in the neutral territory, because it's all some of the nastiest mountains. And you don't necessarily need to sell it at a premium unless it's the really high end stuff, but it always sells. It doesn't sell very well in the orders territory or in the kingdom, but in the neutral territory, which is one of the nastiest vertical mountain ranges around, you know. Also, the most valuable thing for under the climbing is steel threaded rope, because sometimes your rope starts to rub against the iron rock, and if it's not reinforced with steel fibers, you have a high chance of that rope getting sliced hard. So you can sell that for a mint, like a 200-foot rope of that schmeckle.
I like
hard to get your hands on, though. Only the little people make it.
I like schmeckles, Wiki.
Yeah. You'll have to find a little person who specializes in climbing and rope making. So
You talking about gnomes right now?
Pretty
no,
much.
You talking about gnomes?
there's a little person in the market. She sells glass. Winchell.
Hmm. Ah, yes.
In the order, if you happen to find a a smuggler's run, which is we call them private markets. You go to the one guy who owns the trade connection. You tell him what you want. He gets it for you, and you give him money and what they want. There are no bargaining. You try and haggle, you don't get to use the market anymore, and they will charge whatever the fuck they want. Because you don't haggle with the order. Because if you start to haggle with what they want, they black bag you, and you don't get that nice little sweet trade route, and you don't get laser guns and high level armor and fancy techno gizmos.
I want lasers.
Yep. You will lose the opportunity to be under her apprenticeship during some of the winter months because she travels to the order every other year, and then she travels to the kingdom every in between year. So she comes back to the neutral territory every beginning of spring, and then you will serve under her. Cool part is, if you are able to supplement her goods at the market, she will give you first choice of what she brings back from those places. So if you want laser guns, she can get them. They're not cheap, even the basic ones, but they're gettable. It does require a lot of gold. I love gold.
But we will have lots of gold, so that's no problem.
But yeah, gold is
I heard we're kind of rich by the end of the 7 years.
yeah, we're gonna do a session with Luna, and we're gonna literally play. Let's see how much Luna can make in 7 years, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna hurt a little bit on the inside.
It's gonna be a bunch of fucking money.
Right. So the only thing you cannot take to the order is schmeckles, because their technology drains the magic out of the model.
It makes it worthless, even if you bring it
Right.
back. So
Right.
So is there anything we can't take to the kingdom or whatever?
Take whatever the fuck you want. You just have to sell
Cool.
it to the right people, because some people don't like certain objects. So you got to know the markets. And then you got to know clan politics, because if you sell to a certain clan, you just made yourself a mortal enemy of another clan because those clans are feuding, and you sold to one of them, so that makes you on their side. If you ever show up to the other clan, they actually kill you and steal all your stuff. So, the only way to ablate that is literally to sit up, find literally the territory boundary marker, and make sure half your stall is in one half the stall is in the other. And literally put a post so that there's two lines and a screen in the middle.
Neutral
Worked.
market.
Yeah, I'm half and half. And then whatever's on the left side, you basically just make sure you have two stores. And then whatever's on the left side, you only sell to the left. Whatever's on the right side of your stall is only sold to the right. So it's more of a headache, and it's not really worth selling to small clansmen, but they do have some really rare resources they own that only grows in that area that they get. Like, there's a couple dyes, magical dyes that they get from some of the plants. And she pulls out a little vial, and it's beautiful blue dye. If you sell it to a certain place in the kingdom, that's what the royalty uses to dye their clothes. And if you are caught wearing this color, you're executed because you're not royalty.
Evan, are you screwing in something right now?
No, are you?
I'm hearing a lot of clickety clacking.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that was.
well, I bet it was drugs.
So weird. Yeah, a lot of trade, a lot of cool stuff. The kingdom, they love it all. Even the
Okay.
weird shit. You just got to find the right market for it. The order, they like tech, like
Uh-huh.
gold.
Non-magical items.
Yes, anything specifically non-magical. Sometimes they like basic groceries. Sometimes their food isn't very flavorful because their food is
Here is
processed.
mincemeat.
Yeah, basically they're given prefab foods, usually. So your meal is a giant rectangle, and it has all the nutrients you need. It has all the you know
This sounds like
daily
that.
supplements you want, but you're literally eating a prefab bar of stuff, and it's
Great stuff.
awful because she's had it. It's like it's just awful.
It sounds
Um,
like what's the name
yeah,
of that
so
movie?
they like groceries, so like peppers and onions and just the stuff you can find in both markets. If you can bring enough, they like that. But mostly gold. Just make it rain because the soldiers you're dealing with, they don't make any money, and they're permanently stuck in that job. Any money that can make their lives better, you just have to find people willing to chalk first and to accept a bribe rather than shoot first because they're trained to shoot first.
Sound like lovely people.
They aren't. No, not at all. And the people who control the trade routes to the order, they're worse. So, yeah. So yeah, you'll be learning under Tilly about trade. So night market for you. You get a little bit one more night market outing. There you go.
You've got a watermelon, and we inform you that it's worth a schmeckle.
It's worth a smeckle to who?
We
Anyone really. If you'd like to put it on your pelt, your alpha pelt, you can do that as well.
Yeah, I don't have anything paid towards my alpha pelt.
Yes, you do. Luna already put something down for you.
Oh yeah, you put one down, didn't you?
She put.
Did you only put one down?
Put one down, yep.
Okay. Then yeah, I take my watermelon over to Craw and put it down as a schmeckle alpha pelt. There you go. And then let's go talk to Spike because I know he'll buy some candy. How are you doing there, Mr. Spike?
I'm doing all right, I suppose. In this instance, what can I do you for?
It's more like what I can do for you. And I pull out a bunch of toffees.
Well, I can get you some small trinkets for that. What you looking for?
Let's see what you got that'll pique my interest today.
He's got a little bit of everything, dude.
A little bit of everything. You got a Does Clarity likes to punch things, right, John?
Yeah, Larry likes to punch
Would
things.
she be opposed to a set of brass knuckles?
He would not particularly be opposed, but considering the time and period that you're doing it, he has a pair of armadillo claws that he uses at night, and they'd have to be relatively high quality to be better than those.
Yeah, but what about during the day?
I assume those claws work during the day too.
I thought our night stuff only worked at night.
It depends
Oh,
on what parts. Armadillos are diurnal, and depends on if the creature's more awake during the night, it becomes more like that. And if you
all right. Well, I pull my bow out and I kind of show him the string. It's a pretty basic bow, and the string is it's not loose, like it's definitely tight, but I feel like I could get a higher, like a more tightly strung bow and get a little bit more out of it. ask him if he's got anything like that.
Say that one again.
Uh,
I'm trying to go over his stuff.
Oh, you're fine. I pull my bow out and I kind of pluck at the string a little bit and say I'm interested in trying to find a better bowstring for my bow.
Oh,
Something with
well,
a little bit
depends on
more.
what you're looking for. What that bow looks pretty good, but
Eh,
are you looking for a higher tension?
yeah, a little higher tension. Give it a little bit
Hmm,
more.
Can you draw a higher tension string? How many pounds are you looking to pull?
I got 10 strength right now. I don't know.
You can't pull shit.
I guess this bow is all I can pull.
Yeah, barely.
Uh,
Buy the gun.
I don't have enough to buy the gun.
Your watermelon could buy the gun.
I already put it down as a payment on my alpha pelt.
Who needs
Oh.
a pelt when you can have a shotgun?
I wouldn't want a shotgun anyways. I'd want like a hand cannon. Oh, yeah. You make a good point. I don't think I can really handle much more bowstring right now. Let's see here. What do you got in the way of what kind of guns you got on you right now, Mr. Spike?
I have quite a few. Are you looking for something more modern? Or are you looking for something risky?
Do you have a step in between?
Well, I don't suppose I have a blunderbuss. I suppose that's in between. You have a you load it.
I'm looking for something a little bit one-handed.
You're looking for a revolver or a pistol then.
Either yeah, like a revolver or a pistol, something of that nature.
He pulls out 3 guns.
What do they look like?
One is a short nose revolver, kind of like a police revolver.
Uh huh.
One is a more modern Glock,
Mhm.
and the other is a Derringer, very small.
Mm. I kind of look at all three and then I kind of rest my hand on the Glock. This one looks right.
What are you offering? I know you
1
use-
second, Matt. What was my percentage out of the 4 schmeckles and 325 gold?
You have 25 gold. Ooh.
Okay, I had 25 gold.
Yes.
Okay, that's from my deal with Tilly, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll just make it. All right, so I have 25 gold. I got 100. I really don't even know what this fucking gun is worth. Can I try and appraise it, Matt?
Yes, please do.
Commerce.
Yeah. I have 2 check marks in commerce. Commerce time.
Yes.
Oh,
Not
God.
at this point in time.
Well, he
Shoot.
gave me my second check mark
Ah, it was before this. Okay.
preemptively, but I'd pass it, but I still wouldn't be able to get the most accurate.
John did the same thing. But it makes sense.
Because I've got 15 int and 2 check marks in commerce, so you decide
go
how
ahead and
closely
roll.
I can appraise it. Did you see my roll?
An 8.
Yeah.
Well, do you know anything about firearms?
Yeah, just from what I might have been able to observe from what's her name, Tilly, if she's ever sold one or what she's told me about them.
Firearms come down to two things. The model and how many bullets. Bullets are the most important bit. Bullets are the most expensive bit.
Right.
Most vendors don't sell you guns with the bullets in them.
Ah,
They sell you the gun, and then you inquire about how much you can pay for bullets.
let's see.
She has an array of guns, but she doesn't like to sell them. They're for her personal use and personal protection. She does not sell bullets unless she finds herself at very specific vendors. She can only get certain bullets and laser ammo from the order, but that's expensive as fuck, and would require an investment for her to go do that. Also, from the kingdom, there are a couple bullet makers, but it's some of the hardest journey to get there because the route there is filled with lots of neutral territory. It's super far away from any respectable tribe or major city, so there's a lot of bandits, and she's only got so much napalm. Most of the time, it's not enough. So you have to go hopscotch between the cities, which takes extra time by a lot. So usually a 2-year trip for her to come back with bullets.
Okay. So how accurate you think I am at kind of gauging the value of this here
Eh.
Glock?
Well, it's a nice gun. You'd probably think that's a nice model. She didn't give you prices on guns.
Mm-hmm.
They just said you can find a gun almost anywhere, but getting the bullets for them and the right bullets, that's the big issue. In fact, bullets are more expensive than the gun itself most of the time if you want a full clip.
Well then. Let's offer him up 20 gold and see what he says.
You know, it's passes you the gun.
What's the ratio of gold to marks?
There's not a night market.
There's not because they don't use marks in the market.
They don't use marks at all. Okay. All right. Now that I have the gun.
Has a clip, but it's empty
It's empty.
for certain.
Now, after I kind of look at it, I'm like, well, it's empty, Spike. Well, how much are you charging for bullets for this here beast?
2 gold a bullet.
2 gold a bullet.
That model comes with hollow point rounds. Very nasty for well, for those who have night to protect themselves.
Well, Mr. Spike, I can give you 4 gold for 2 bullets. And then, if you're interested, I'll give you all the toffee you want.
Toffee ain't paying for bullets, lad.
Well, you never know. I gotta check and see how much this man really likes candy.
He likes his candy, but only for the little things.
Let's see.
He likes
Let's see if I
to
have anything.
he likes to trade his little bits and bobs, but not the good stuff.
Be that as it may. I'll actually hold off buying bullets for now. I just want to get the gun and then get it somewhere for safekeeping for now.
Okay.
All right, so I have it in there. It's a pleasure doing business with you for the gun. Are you interested in any candy for some? I don't know, some more low grade explosives, a little better than these sparklers.
Fireworks, lad. That's like all I can give for you for candy.
Oh, that's fine. I just meant something a little higher powered than this sparkler. There's all kinds of range of fireworks.
Yeah.
I have a popper.
Evan, go to the day market. There's a lovely new vendor who sold me and Clarity a nice
Oh
explosive.
yeah.
He literally sold them an IED.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
we asked for we gave him 250 marks and said give us the biggest boom, and he gave us a bottle cap mine.
For 500 marks, yeah.
I like it. Let's see.
I still
Did I get
have that
damage
for
for
the
that?
days. No, you didn't, but I still have it.
Okay, I'll write down damage for you.
Because one day when I'm backed into the corner, I'll think about my days as a child and be like, bottle cap mine, protect me.
If
And
you
I'll throw
carry
it
it on you,
at all times.
dear lord.
Roll for death again.
Wait, do
Yeah.
you literally carry it with you at all times?
Probably most of the time.
Roll
If I'm going-
3d100 for deaths.
Oh, bullshit.
It's
That
not.
thing was not meant to last 7 years, Hayden.
I probably would have used it in the 7 years.
Well, when
In
would
all
you have used
honesty.
it?
I don't know. I don't know what happened in 7 years, Matt.
Right.
You're the one who told me that.
All right, we'll get to that. But if you literally carry it on you at all times, almost at all times, that means you're taking
Fine.
it during the morning calisthenics. You're wearing
No,
it.
not at all times. Like if I was going to battle or anything, like something bad was happening, I'd go get my mine.
Okay, I would still have you roll at least twice for the 7 years.
Bullshit.
Dude, it's not the most stable thing. A hard hit will set it off. And
Nothing
actually, if you're
touches
too
me.
close to your teammates, I'll have everyone roll. Because the damage on that sucker gonna be.
Is Mr. Pirate Man interested in fresh fruit at all?
Yeah, you like
I
that.
do have some cantaloupe and watermelon. Is it worth gold though?
Is it
Isn't that
uncut?
just like a single slice?
No.
Hmm. Yeah, that is 5d8 impact pen 5. And it's got a blast of 4.
Remind me to never stay in your flock. So yeah, I just I'll ask him if he's interested in my. It's a whole cantaloupe and a slice of watermelon.
A whole cantaloupe or a whole watermelon? Because you were given a whole watermelon.
I already paid the whole watermelon as a whatever, but I had another
you can
slice of
study it.
watermelon and a whole cantaloupe.
You can keep your slice, but the whole cantaloupe. I can give you a full clip of bullets.
I'll take that.
And
I'll take
he
that.
pulls out an ammo box, unclips the. He asks you for your the clip.
I give it to him.
You know how to. You know the ejector button.
I can logic roll to be able to understand where the button is to let it out.
You'd have to buy it. You'd have to go into debt to buy how to learn how to use.
It's just a talent. It's literally all it is.
You could also just buy solid weapon projectile weapon training for
5 merits.
Oh, solid projectile weapon training.
Mm-hmm.
Well then I will buy that.
Yeah. You just click
4 or
it out,
5.
it falls in your hand, and you're like, ew. And that model Glock holds 12 bullets.
Weapon training. I
I
can't fucking spell tonight.
Is that including the extra 2 we already put in?
No. You get the. You didn't buy the 2.
I didn't buy the 2.
Oh,
I decided not to.
All right.
But yeah, no, I'll take that. What's the damage on this here Glockathy?
Since you are using hollow points,
It shouldn't have much. It shouldn't have as much pin as a normal bullet, but it should have like a higher like base damage or something. Since they're hollow points, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Clearly, you should invest merit points into bullet creation. That's what you should spend all 500 merit points on for the 7
Bullet
years.
creation.
Yeah. So tearing makes you roll the dice twice, take the higher roll, so it would look like 2d10, drop lowest 1, so DL1, and that would roll 2d10, drop lowest 1, like so. Because it's a hollow point, but the pen's low, but you get to roll to see which one's better.
Okay.
Because, you know.
1d10 plus 3.
Yeah, that can kill some people. Two shots, if you roll decent damage, and they don't have really any way of ablating the shot, they're dead. Maybe even a really, really good shot.
So I need to put the damage as 2d10
DL1.
DL1.
DL1. I try and roll the damage on that, see if it works.
That worked.
Hey, pretty good.
Found a new token for yourself, Ozzy?
Oh yeah, I have a teenage token.
Nice.
I think I have an adult token too, but I'm not sure about that. If not, I'll find one before too long.
Oh, don't worry about the adult one.
It's going to be a minute for those, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I'm happy with my Glock, and I've got how much in this hoe? 12 of 12?
2 of 12.
No, I just sold a cantaloupe for a full clip.
Oh, nice. Never mind then.
Mm.
50 rated
Cool.
range is the scary thing.
Just fucking
post
ski
up
at
somewhere.
somebody. Post up on the wall with the Glock.
Yeah, in this world where people like to run at you with swords, you're just like, okay, have a taste of the modern world, scrub.
Perry did casual knight holding gun.
Jedi in front of you, Perry's sweat drop.
I could custom make you a gun sometime during the 7 years to shoot square bullets.
Why would I need to shoot square bullets, John?
Because you're a square.
Because if you get a 1-inch cube to fire at people, I can engrave a tattoo on each of the faces.
It's not a tattoo on a non-living thing, John.
It works the same way. Confirmed.
He's just addicted to tattoos.
But also, I couldn't do it anyway because I don't have the machinery. Still, future. You can shoot cubes at people that do things.
Or dice. Think of that.
Sacrifice massive damage, accuracy, and distance, but you could have your buddy tattoo them to look cool.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Okay.
After this night market, you get to do your spirit quest again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
I get to do my
You get to
spirit quest
do it.
until I actually do it, until I do it, until I do it, until I do it.
Yeah, because we're going to
get
do it
that
until you
5
do.
merit. Oh, yeah!
I need that 5 merit, Evan. You best do it.
Yeah, you better fucking do it.
Do it. Fucking do it, Evan.
Anything else you
past
want to do
this.
at the market?
We want that 5 merit, Evan.
Let's see. Have anything else of interest? Technically, since I would have given it to Luna already, Luna can see if Carl is interested in the lemongrass and coriander.
Yes, and Cross quickly turns to Luna and says, "You have a customer."
Hi, Ozzy.
Hello.
Lemongrass. I look up the
Yeah.
price.
Major problem. It's not bottled and sealed.
Does it appear to be semi-fresh?
Oh, it's extremely fresh, but the night
I don't know
people
how
are
to bottle
very,
it.
very.
I don't know how to bottle and seal it, so that's beyond my wheelhouse, Luna.
Well, there's two things we can do. We can wait till next time and actually get this properly prepared.
That's fine. Would I be able to use these as down towards my pelt? Maybe.
For a decreased price, we can take
That's
it
fine.
and reseal it ourselves.
No, I mean if we seal it up and bring it back next month.
And then you can put it down on a down payment. Yep.
Cool. Well, then we'll just assume that that is part of future fast forwardy bits.
Might be good to put in, food for ourselves at the Warren too. But yeah, no, that's a good thing to have.
No, you gave the courier. You gave it already to Luna, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, you
shit!
did.
You right. You right. That's my bad.
Bet.
I did just kind of gift it to Luna.
Oh, hey, yeah, Luna.
It was
by the
fresh
way,
and not dried, so yeah.
in the 7 years, I get my hands on vanilla abstract. We can grow vanilla beans.
Oh, we're gonna be growing a lot of things. Don't you worry.
No, I'm just letting you know that I got my hands on some vanilla beans, and just giving them to you to grow in your garden.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll donate my excess sun sprites at the end of the day to make your garden grow fast.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, then I think I'm done at the night market, and we can do Spirit Quest and then fast forwardy bits.
All right. Spirit Quest. Ready?
Yeah. Let's try this again.
Round 2. Did you think about it at all?
A little bit.
Okay. Find yourself at that table. You have chips in front of you.
Hello
The other
again.
person has the same amount of chips. It's that misty individual with nice suit, but their features are covered in a roiling black smoke.
I toss in one chip this time.
If you're going to do a low stakes game, you're going to be playing high low.
High, low, question
Yeah,
mark?
basically high low is the dealer deals one card. You bet whether it's high or low.
Okay.
The mark for high is 8 plus, 7 plus is, or 7 less is low. The ace is considered aces are high. So
Righty. Can I scrutinize the game?
sure.
Hopefully this time I don't do the same thing I did. Well, I at least passed it.
Let's see what your scrutiny looks like. Not too great. It's hard to scrutinize this individual. He doesn't have a face. It's just smoke.
I wanted to. Well, I was hoping I'd just watch his hand. Trying to see
His
what he
glove
did with the
hand
hand.
in this specific case,
Mhm.
he just taps left or right on the table to indicate his choice. Left for high, right for low.
I'll bet low on the first one.
Roll luck. It is low. You both win.
I put in twice as many chips. Like I double it this time.
What's your choice?
I imagine we're still playing high low at this point.
Yep.
I'm gonna bet low again.
Roll luck.
And then I'd also like to scrutiny if I can.
Okay.
See if I can pick up anything from the dealer himself this time and not just the man sitting across.
Okay.
And that's a D20, right?
Mhm.
Oh, nope. I don't see
All the
shit.
dealer does is the deck's on the table. He just takes the card off the top, sets it face down in between you guys,
Okay.
and then he flips it over.
Okay.
And
What was
then he
my
puts it-
18?
and then he picks the old cards that's already been guessed on and puts them in a separate pile face down.
Ah, so there is some counting to be done here.
You both win. No one takes the other's money.
I double my bet again, making it 4 chips this time.
Okay.
Oof.
You lose your money. Takes it.
Ah, I accidentally closed my motherfucker. Hold on. Accidentally hit a button on the side of my mouse and it took me back a page.
I have one of those. That sucks.
Yeah, it sucks to do that.
I have it for my mute on Discord too, so it really sometimes.
What? Is it just blown cool? I don't know. I guess it just does that. I don't know. Okay, so I lose my money. Does that mean I lose this time?
No, you still have more chips. You only lost 4 chips.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm starting to notice a pattern. He only bets what I bet.
No, the last one he bet differently, and he
Oh, did
took
he?
your money. Yeah,
I thought he would bet the same as me. I didn't hear
he
you.
did not bet the same as you.
What did he bet?
You bet.
I bet 4.
He also bet 4. He matched you. Whatever you bet was wrong, indicated by your luck. He bet the opposite way, and he won.
No, I meant he was betting the same amount of chips.
Right. So basically, if both of you are winners or both of you are losers, no money is exchanged.
Uh, hmm. Time to go all in again.
Okay, we're gonna play pick a card.
Pick a card. Any card.
Yep. Dealer takes all the cards, shuffles them for quite a while, actually, a good 60 seconds, using just every shuffling technique. And
Can I try and roll like an awareness to try and keep track of a high card that I might catch a glimpse of?
sure. You immediately lose it.
Okay. Well, and then here's my luck.
You pick the Jack of Spades. Picks a Joker. Good luck next time.
Okay.
Evan, by this point, we would all have given you a lot of tips on how to solve this. And it really doesn't matter what you do too much in the spirit quest, whether you win or lose or do anything like that, at least for the rest of us. It was all about using your bloodline power. That has to be active. That has to be part of what you do. And then no matter how well you do on it, if you wake up and you've used your bloodline in the spirit quest adequately, then it's going to be active.
The question is, did you use your bloodlight at all in this session?
Uh,
Did you use it?
I tried. I figured the card, but I guess I wasn't trying to like change the card or something like that. So no, I guess.
Okay.
Let's try
Well,
again.
You have teammates who literally will throw money at this until you succeed. And every time before you start, they're having a powwow and a strategy session.
Okay.
But only if you tell them what's going on.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna keep it from them.
Okay.
Spirit quest time.
Yep. You're sent back in. Same cards, same situation, same table, same individual, same dealer.
Singing is another thing. Your blood sings to lead you to the right answer. So if you are lost, close your eyes and listen to what your instincts are telling you.
I do that.
Please roll me willpower, just so you can close out all the, other stuff.
That's a pass.
There is trickery afoot.
Trickery! I knew it.
Lots of trickery. In fact, it's your job to find out what's real, or use that trickery to your advantage. Beyond that, there's a lot of the stuff you were listening to is interrupted by "Shall we play a game?" And it's like, oh, I was listening to something important. Gosh.
Whenever I want to bet all in,
Okay.
shuffle the cards. When the dealer goes to shuffle the cards, I have a strong suspicion that the cards are either blank or all the same, and they just change depending on who picks the card.
Okay.
That's my suspicion. I don't know what I would need to roll character for that.
Okay. What do you want to do? You want to wait for the cards to be dealt, or do you want to try and interfere with the dealer? Do you want to try and interfere with the cards themselves?
I want to interfere with the cards. I want the card to think that I'm not, that either I'm not me or I'm the other guy picking the card. I want the card to not realize that it's me.
During the
disguise.
shuffle or after he's put the cards out? Because there's no time limit to pick your card.
Let's do after he sets them down.
Okay. All 54 cards are laid out, evenly spaced. They're perfect grid.
I'm just gonna try and deceive the cards.
Okay. How? What's your? Because they're all face down. They're all identical, from what you can tell.
Could I invite the faceless man to pick first this time?
He does. He picks a joker.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'll just pick up a card at this point.
Roll it. You pick a diamond. He wins. See you next time.
Don't feel too bad about this. Jenny and Onika both took like 4 years to activate their bloodlines. And you've got a difficult one.
You could try and cheat to win. You know how your illusions and stuff. Maybe try and project the image you want onto the card as you're picking it up.
I'd suggest think about how this guy's winning. He's picking a joker every time. There's only 2 jokers in the file, right?
Yep.
Unless he's got one
There's
up his
54
sleeve.
total. He's picking a Joker every time, so there's one more chance there. Why don't you take the cards out, the Joker's out, so when he tries to go for a Joker, oh, maybe you'll get it every time. But what about if you pick up a Joker too? No suit to a Joker, right?
And I mean,
Yeah.
well, I'm sure you've shared all of this with us, so we are giving you a prep
Yeah.
session every time. Clarity is going to advise you to pick up a card, and as you're picking up the card, make it the Joker.
Just make it the Joker.
But
Yeah,
even
like I was
better,
saying, use illusion. Make your illusion to change the card to the winning card.
take the Joker out that he can get, so only you can have a Joker. So you always win. But I feel like he's still gonna get a Joker out somehow.
Well,
So-
Onika just goes, well, why don't when you pick up a card, make it what you want, and when he picks up the card, make it what you want.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that.
He doesn't know how it
Okay.
works, but if you can control what the card you pick up and what he picks up,
Would it be? I guess I wouldn't be able to practice this in world.
no, not until your bloodline's up.
Maybe
But
you
you
should.
do feel that something's stirring in your blood while you're there, but not when you're not in the spirit quest.
Okay. Well, then I want to go back in. Go back in and. Okay.
You got
Seems like
this.
all in's the way to go. So all in.
Okay. Do you want to
Uh,
interfere, or do you want to let the cards come down?
I'll let the cards come down, and
Okay.
then when they lay out, I'll pick first this time.
Okay. You pick first.
I won't look at whatever I pick. I'm not going to look at. I'm just going to try and will it into being a Joker.
Willpower. Yeah, just willpower. It's Joker.
Okay, and then whenever he goes to pick his card up, I shall try and will his into being
So it'd be what? Something not a Joker? Do you want it to be a specific card?
a diamond. Isn't that the lowest suit?
Hearts are the lowest suit, but you need to be in me a specific card.
A 7 of hearts.
Go ahead. Roll your willpower. You?
He
Hello.
did. He rolled it.
12.
Oh,
Roll a 12.
yeah, it's the 7 of hearts. You win. He pushes you. The chips are pushed towards you, and you wake up. Your blood hot, singing, and you're uncomfortable.
I'm all hot and bothered.
That's perfect. Clarity slaps you back. You did it. You did it.
Now
Try
I wanna
doing it.
try. Yeah, I'm gonna take one of my marbles out.
Hmm.
And instead of it being just like a regular marble for my sling, let's try and turn it into from like a. I guess they're like what, like little clear marbles.
Yeah.
Can I
Give me a
make
willpower
it?
test.
Can
You
I
just want to
change
have
the-
it duplicate in your hand?
I was just gonna change the color of it.
Oh, go for it. Willpower. Yeah, it changes to whatever color you want. And then when you stop focusing on it, it changes back.
Hey, that's pretty neat. Okay.
What choices does he get? Because we all
Alright.
get choices.
Da-da-da, fate point. You can get honest to goodness fate point.
I'm gonna tell you what I learned from my last character in John's campaign. Living without a fate point is the way to go.
Okay. 2. You can apply your abilities to things at range instead of having to touch them or be within within a foot of it. And you can do that up to square is equal to your willpower bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're playing cards across the table, instead of having to hover your hand over it, you can be like, full house. And the guy goes, the fuck? You'll have to count cards really, really well so that, there's no way.
It shows up on the flop.
But before everyone even looks at their cards, you can change everyone's cards to be whatever you want every single time. It's a lot of counting, but you can literally every single hand's an illusion, yours included.
Okay.
The second one is a persistent illusion. Whenever you lose focus on it, it always changes back. But in this case, you can roll a 1d4, and it will persist up to that many rounds after. And of course, you can specifically target this ability with merit and increase the duration. The only thing right now that's missing is sound and texture. So if they touch the marble and you made it a rock, their hand goes through the rock to touch the marble. But again, you can increase your bloodline by going back to Scout Ren and improving it. You can also spend merit.
Yeah,
you
I'm
have
gonna
your
spend 510. The 510 that I had already sunk into my bloodline or whatever.
well, you have to pick one of your three choices first.
Oh, okay.
You get a fate
The
point.
ranged ability.
Okay, take the ranged one.
So put it in talents.
Yep.
Ranged mirage.
Yep. Again, you can control the illusion of an object. The number of illusions you can maintain is going to be your fellowship modifier multiplied by your willpower bonus. So, unfortunately, if it has a 1, it's gonna be no increase. But the moment they're 2, now you can control 4 illusions at the same time.
Fellowship times what?
There isn't a duration in which it runs out. It's as long as you're focusing on it.
Fellowship times what, Matt?
Willpower. Fellowship times willpower modifiers. So
Okay.
right now it should be a 1 times 1, but
Yeah.
soon it'll be 6. And of course you can increase the nastiness of that modifier by merit, and also going to Scout Ren to unlock your bloodline again, because you can go into another spirit quest, a lot harder this time, to unlock further bloodline attributes and evolution.
We don't have to do that in the 7 years though.
No, they don't recommend that until you've picked a gender.
Cool. Liddy McTitty. So this is where I would spend my 5 and then 10 on my bloodline then?
If you wish.
You have 40 points to spend. Don't forget about those.
Where did I get 40 points?
20 for each month.
Oh shit. So that would be okay. So I have 99.
And this is before your 7 years are up, so just whatever you want to.
Okay. Alright, so let me look at the merit point expenditures so that I can spend these in the correct amounts.
Actually, he technically has 60 because we got 2 short-term goals done the first session and 2 short-term goals done the second session for the pack.
Okay.
Plus the extra 5 we're just getting now.
I wish I had okay, and then plus 5. That should be
65. I'll write it down in the chat for you.
65 on top of the 19 I had. Okay. All right. I wish I could I tried to go back in the chat log and see what I wrote.
That thing is too big.
Yeah, I know.
10-year game, 12, 13-year game. Just think back to your actual expenditures.
John, I didn't get to spend it because I didn't get my actual bloodline. That's what I'm saying. I went ahead and spent the points, but my bloodline wasn't unlocked.
If you preemptively spend the points, you just get bonuses during the spirit quest.
I know, but I can't find what I.
Yeah, so the preemptive expenditures, you just need to tell me what they are, and I'll give you the cool upgrades. Because I'm pretty sure you spent a decent bit.
I did. I spent like 5, 10, and 5. Here it is. 5, 10 spirit selected. 5 swiftness selected.
Okay.
I spent that last session.
So what that'll do is it will make your your illusions a instant speed, as long as you have them to be able to. As long as you can concentrate on it, it can happen immediately. And they're much more harder to discern, especially for if you're not changing the shape, but rather than the maybe some colors or some other things. And individuals get a negative to figure out that it's an illusion, even for magic users.
Which one is that for the spirit selected?
That's the spirit one. I gave you both for it. So basically, you can
What? Yeah.
instant the illusion, and they're a lot harder to figure out.
And that's for the first 5, or is that for the 5?
That's for all of it.
Okay. And then what about the 5 mind selected?
That'll increase the number of illusions you can do by a flat +2.
Okay.
Not part of the multiplicative math, but it's just a +2.
+2 to number possible. And then the 5 swiftness selected.
That was the instant thing.
No, that was part of the spirit selected, John.
Oh.
Unless I misunderstood something. Which is possible.
I believe the swiftness selected was what could make you get your illusions out instantly.
Yeah.
So what was the spirit selected then?
They're harder to discern.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Just putting these here for now. All right. Okay. So now that that's done, I have 60, 69. 69 merit points. All right. Moving on from there. What next?
We're gonna go to Hunter's
Scout
Camp.
time. Yeah, Hunter's Camp time. I'm sure I shall die here.
Possible.
All right, you guys arrive with a young adult night team. It's like you guys, but they have different pelts, and they're a lot older.
Bro, who's old? Who gets old? Get out of here.
Yep. Yeah, Hunter's pretty quiet. For the first couple days, you guys end up just chatting with the older kids, the older adults. And Hunter just kind of works on stuff. What do you want to do?
I kind of stay close. I don't know this area well enough, wandering off. So I just kind of stay close. And since this older group has probably been here, I kind of ask what's expected of us here.
Hunter doesn't answer.
The older group.
They're not sure either. There's rumors of what will happen. All of them are not good. So, the three rumors are basically Hunter's gonna kill one of us to
Mhm.
show, the death thing that apparently he has so much knowledge over. One of the other ones is we sacrifice one of our teammates for power. And the third one is Hunter's full of bullshit.
Can I kind of scrutiny and think logic and see which I feel like is actually going to be right? Which one makes the most logical sense?
Oh, they're just rumors.
Oh, they're
Pretty
just
wild.
rumors?
Yeah, they're just rumors. They're pretty wild.
I mean, I'm just going to sit around until something.
Okay. If you just sit around till something happens, I mean, your team kind of meshes with the other group pretty well. They start chatting. The certain people split off with other people, and they play around a little bit, and then Hunter barely interacts with you. He feeds you. He protects you when you guys go to bed, but he doesn't talk to you for about 3 days. You want to do anything during that time?
Do any of these fools seem like people Azumin would be interested with?
Well, Galandra is kind of someone who talks with Jenny a lot. She's not an elemental, but she's pretty damn close. She wields a thunder lizard skin, which allows her to control electricity.
I'll just hang out with Clarity.
Okay. Clarity draws in her book, or in his book. That's it.
You should really talk to the different people Luna's going to suggest, because this is their healing time, and you get to learn from our predecessors.
Yeah. So this group was selected to come here because they just came out of a bad mission. They lost 3 members.
Well, I mean, I do like basic conversation. I just meant for the most part, I probably wouldn't split off with any of them. You know what I'm saying?
Clarity will actually recommend you take a gander at Bryn Ravi. It's the information specialist of their group, and she can turn into a bunch of birds and stuff. She's the only one that nobody specifically spoke to, and Clarity figured that you would mesh
I will
well with
do
them.
that then. God. I introduce myself to Bryn Ravi. Mazamin. I got horns.
Cool. I got feathers.
Feathers are nice. What do
They
you
can
do for your group?
I look for dangers ahead.
So you're like a scout?
Yep.
She's also the range specialist of the group.
What kind of weapon you use in combat, Bryn Ravi?
Depends.
What do you favor?
Bow and arrow.
Ooh,
Silent most
classy.
of the time. But if it's against armored target, I take my crossbow.
Oh, that's pretty nice. I pull out my bow and arrow. I don't really know much about bows, really, all that much. I just know I bought this one.
Yeah. So she likes to carry around, as she kind of talks about some of the weapons with you, because like, ooh, you do bows too. Robbie has 3 different types of bows she likes to take. Usually she takes the recurve bow. It's nice and short range. You can fire away rapidly. She has a much larger bow.
An English longbow.
Not necessarily. Um, it's an enchanted bow that she likes to use. What it does is when you fire the arrow,
Mm-hmm.
it splits into multiple magically.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
fancy.
So when you hit a target or you paint an area, it has a very set distance where it splits. So if you hit the target right before, or you're shooting a target and it splits right before it hits, well, you get hit by all of them. But if you fire it into the air, it rains down a bunch of arrows randomly. It's nice. Doesn't use it very often. Her prize though is a mechanical bow with a chain drawstring, and it's a full mechanized 1,200-pound draw bow.
How many pounds?
1,200-pound drawstring. Well,
You
it's not
said
even. It's a draw chain. Really.
1,200.
Yes.
This bitch cannot pull 1,200 pounds.
She can pull 1,200 pounds. She hates the thing, but if there is something that no one can fucking kill, well,
Hey
she doesn't
Matt.
really carry it around.
Hey Matt, 1,200 pounds. Are you sure about that? With no unnatural strength in this setting?
No, she's got powers, dude.
Huh.
Yeah, so
The ability to draw any bow or crossbow in existence.
no, her people channel spirits. She comes from a tribe that you have a animal spirit and you channel it, and it grants you power depending on your affinity with that specific spirit. Hers was really weird. She specifically, her spirit animal is not an animal itself. It's an insect colony, ants. Yep. Kind of weird. But basically, she can temporarily be granted the strength of the little ants, and for just a brief moment, she can pull a massive drawstring, or lift stuff, or hit someone, or jump. So
I kind of lean in and whisper, "You ever use a gun?"
yes, sniper rifle.
Oh, I'm just getting into guns, and I kind of, I like flash my playing at her a little bit.
She snatches it from you, quick as a whip, and she already, pulls it out and sets it on a piece of cloth she sets out, and she's like, "Okay, let's clean it."
Clean it. Okay.
She's gonna teach you how to clean your weapon.
I'm glad she did not nefariously snatch it.
Tells on you, Hunter, he has a gun.
Hunter goes, "Okay."
Okay. Sure. She shows me how to clean it. I learn how to clean it.
Yeah, you learn how to clean it. There's a couple
love to
tricks.
clean it.
And she's gonna give you a spare weapon cleaning kit.
Gracias. Weapon cleaning kit. All right. Thank you for the help, Bryn Robbie. Thanks for showing me.
Of course.
I reach out my pinky, offering my first pinky promise in quite a while. I'll repay you somehow one day.
She just ruffles your hair. Don't worry about it, kid.
Ah, it's so cute. It's so wholesome.
And she's gonna show you how to basically kind of pull you off to the side, and she's gonna chat with you about scouting stuff, and she's gonna pull out a set of throwing knives, and you're just both of you are just gonna sit down and throw out a log.
I like it. Ballistic skills.
Yeah, she's gonna teach you how to throw throwing knives, and you guys are just gonna shoot the shit if you
Okay.
like that character.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like Bryn Raven.
After 3 days, something happens. You guys are all having breakfast. Clarity
Clarity
looks
explodes.
up. Clarity looks up, closes her book, looks over Hunter, says something, and Hunter just slowly turns his head. And after a terse conversation, he points over at some sort of metal object, kind of covered. And Clarity gets up, walks over. Halfway through, something jumps up and cuts him in half. Guts
Oh,
go everywhere.
fancy.
And the legs walk for another 2 feet, fall, and
That is horrifying.
yes, you'll gain an insanity if you watched it. And Hunter kind of looks up. Unlucky. Man cutter mine. And he gets up and kind of jogs over in a non-linear path. And everyone literally is sitting there just traumatized and horrified. Just like, he's a child. What? And he runs over and you can see him lean down, grab Clarity's hand, and he holds it. And you can see him trying to having a little conversation. And then he, kind of holds the hand and kind of, while taking a knee and waits. Flock breaks out from the group and, and he tries to stop him and she gets tackled and he darts over the field too quick to stop and he also comes to a screeching halt next to Clarity and you can, first time it's just on his face. He has no idea what to do. And they just sit there waiting.
Olwen, not Flock.
Yeah, Owen, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Team leader ran over.
Yep, Team Lee ran over in all his bird glory.
Why didn't he just fly?
Traumatized.
No, there are things in the trees.
Are they speaking Vietnamese?
No. They don't speak, they shoot first.
The trees are speaking Vietnamese, man. Well, that is horrifying, and Osman would have definitely watched what Clarity was doing with interest, so...
Yeah, you got up fearlessly and just kind of...
It's under advancements, actually.
Yeah, I put it in there already. 1 point of insanity.
Yep.
What does that do?
If you get 10, you get a mental disorder thing.
Yeah, we're gonna get something special at 10.
Nice. So right now I've got mild childhood trauma.
Yes, nightmares,
yeah.
easily.
We all have nightmares.
Yeah. After 30 minutes, billows of steam and smoke billow up out where Clarity is, and Clarity gets up.
That shit don't make any sense. Is what Osman would think at first.
Yeah, and then,
I know what happened, but
yeah, the hunter carries them both back, one under each arm.
hopping around.
Yeah, hopping around, and he tosses you both back, or Olwen and Clarity back into the gathering, and he sits down and continues to brood.
At which point,
I would kind of
Clarity
raise my hand and ask what the hell just happened.
Clarity calls everybody together into a big huddle, lets them know, yes, he's alive. Onika hugs him for a few minutes and bursts out into tears. And then
Onika's a bitch.
No. Clarity group huddles everybody and goes through the whole story of how he went into a landscape that looks just like this and had to fight a blood demon. That was the personification of his
rage. Cruelty, that one.
And rage. And anytime he did anything Clarity-ish to it, it got bigger and stronger. It threw him around, physically damaging him, throwing him into trees, kicking him, punching him, breaking his ribs. And
how did you ever defeat it?
Mantras. He tells you about this these monk mantras that he's been learning from T. Lao Shen to help keep that kind of rage under control that physically got like magic chains out, glowing chains of light, and binded the demon. That wasn't an instant win, by the way. He still had to hit the demon, and he almost didn't. It almost escaped even when he did hit it. So there's no magic guarantee that if you have some sort of coping mechanism with one of your issues, that it's going to instantly put down a fight.
What if you have issues?
Everybody has issues.
It's true.
Yeah, he's going to run all of you through it and say very, very carefully that there must be a winner.
There must be a winner. No draws in the afterlife.
No draws. But if you win, and you for sure win, and the red sun above says, hey, yeah, you guys won, then you wake back up, and all of your wounds and such are healed.
Yeah,
But
you kind of
he
weren't cut in half anymore.
He raises up his shirt and points to this dark purplish bruising looking scar that covers his stomach. And he says, if you get injured too badly in the afterlife, you are marred.
But that happened in the here life.
No, it's closer to his ribs, I believe it was, Matt.
Yeah, it was left ribs.
Yeah, left ribs.
There's like just this big fist mark almost.
There was a normal scar where he got cut in half, but other than that,
that's pretty neat. Sorry you had to go through that, Claire.
Yeah, it sucked. You guys are probably going to have to deal with it eventually, and I hope you don't, though, because that was really hard. Clarity himself says, yeah, I almost didn't win, and I don't know if I could do it again. Which is rare, since he's generally pretty confident about some things. After he huddles up with you, he spends like a few days resting, and then he goes over and does the exact same huddle with the adult group.
Okay.
And
is that all we kind of learned from Hunter Boy?
Yeah, we spend the next month just resting, relaxing, and talking.
Yeah, he feeds you. He doesn't really talk too much. He answers your questions.
I guess I just spend my month with Broomhilda.
Bryn
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of anticlimactic. After that, the rest of the month, it just nothing happens unless you talk to Hunter and try and get something. Oh wait, there was an activity in the last week. He sends you into a little group activity with a bigger group. You guys get to go spelunking in a level 1 map he has.
Interesting.
There's a couple dangers, he checked it out, but it's not something both of you can't surmount together, working together.
Yeah, we didn't bother running through it because we all knew we would get through it
You
really
get to
fast.
see some pretty ridiculous stuff. At one point, the world is a bunch of noise and loud, like shearing metal, and just it's terrifying. And then Vera gets up and walks through the rain of bullets and punches the gun that comes out of the ceiling.
I like ceiling gun.
Yeah, no, she completely just it doesn't care. It's a big old chain gun, and it doesn't stop firing. And the cover you guys were hiding under doesn't really last for very long, but that was solved quickly. Yeah, it was quick. It was a zhink, zhink, and everyone's like, "Oh shit!"
Oh
He's
yeah.
lost a character to one of those before.
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
Yeah. So the
I heard about
get
that
you all
specific
undercover
story.
pretty quick, and
go down an elevator you definitely know you're not supposed to, and see what happens.
Actually, that was another story. So he's lost multiple characters to that. We went into a gun shop one time, and an auto gun popped out of the ceiling and blasted us.
Why did it just immediately blast
Because it was like an abandoned street. It was not expecting any customers.
Yeah, the owner wasn't there. The door was blasted open. Yeah, and there was an automated defense anti-theft system.
Yes.
No one wanted to roll to see if there's. I mean, there was scorch marks and bullet holes everywhere, and no one wanted to see if there were any guns. Where all these marks came from? 'Cause there weren't
Sounds
any
like
bodies on the ground.
Sounds like a bunch of shit that this party would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you learned some pretty cool stuff. The other team is way more efficient and way more OP than you guys, but you guys get along really well. They share some loot with you, and
Did I get anything interesting?
not necessarily. The storehouse was filled with very, very heavy materials, just building materials.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, if you guys want to make stuff out of it, but nothing of serious note. The few pieces of tech that you find, the older team will take it. So,
You do find out, interestingly enough, that when we pulled up that ship from the cliffside, Owen and Nyx and Luna all pulled it out. It was full of assault rifles and body armor, which you're going to be trained to use later on and get one of your own.
And you already have the training for it, so you're just going to
Good
work,
thing you
work on it.
spent merit on it. Mm.
Solid projectile weapon.
it just means you're going to be more trusted with weapons.
Hey, Badabichi. I want the gabagool.
So,
All right. Time skip time.
mm-hmm.
You ready to spend some merit?
Uh,
You ready to spend a lot of merit?
yeah. John messaged me the other day. Let's see what John said.
It is not currently that much because I forgot the month thing. So you are currently at 565 plus your 19.
Just plus 4. The 19 I found. Or I found the expenditures that
If
I
you
was
include
thinking on the 19.
your personals, you would have your personal plus 775
That's total,
total.
That's
without
total.
any other expenditures.
Okay, well, I'm at 569. So I've definitely spent some, and I'll have to get my. other
And I'm
expenditures
including the
figured out.
first 100-point expenditure as well, session 0
Right.
expenditure.
Right.
Into stats and skills and such and such.
Holy fuck, that's a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
But it goes away very quickly, especially if you put it on stats.
Yeah, because it doesn't take like 10 merit to go up one stat, like 1 point in a stat or something like that.
No, it takes 1 merit to go up
Oh.
1.
Neat. Aren't there
Look
new
at the pillar
like
system.
stat
That's what will
caps?
give you the expenditures. All the check marks, the second check marks for skills unlock.
Okay.
Which is 7 points instead of 5.
5 plus the 7.
Or 2 check marks in a single thing, but if you already have a check mark in one thing, you just spend the 7 to get the next one. Last question. Do you at any time want to try and loot the tank at the end of the minefield?
No, that sounds like a death trap. Osmond has a whole brain.
Okay.
And he would like
Just
to keep
asking.
it that way.
Just asking.
Osmond is not a high risk, high reward.
Oh, Evan, have you rolled for
Barrel.
your birth month yet?
I'm not.
John, you wanna
Roll
tell him?
1d13. And roll 1d25. So you were born during the Withering, which is in fall. The Withering 14th.
So you actually had your birthday during this one. Nice. Yeah, so I added a handout called weeks, months, and
Yeah,
moon phases.
yeah,
I think I did a pretty decent job.
I like it. John
It
told me about it,
is-
and I kind of looked at it. It looks good.
You should put that somewhere on your character sheet so that you do not
Hey,
forget.
I just put it in my journal. So how about you suck my ass, John?
I put mine in notes too, so easy peasy.
Ah, yeah, that would be actually a better place to put it. Notes.
What age do you start off at?
I started at 8, so I will be 15 when we get to the end of the time skip.
Sounds good.
Would you like to see my new character token?
Go for it.
Post it in the Discord.
That's what I'm about to do. This is it unaltered. I'm getting a new drawing tablet for Christmas, and I'm waiting to alter it until I can use that.
That should be neat. Can't wait to see it.
Let's see. Can I copy link? Yeet.
See? All I can say is it looks like it's a shitty quality, but
Yeah. I'll probably find like a higher quality version before I put it on my sheet. This is what I told. This is supposed. This needs to be John's next character in an urban campaign. Put a post just for John.
Ew.
Can you delete that, please?
It's
Thank you.
Kind of gross, dude.
Especially for John. Okay. What are the new stat caps?
35.
35.
Mm-hmm.
Beware of there's a cost change to certain things when you reach higher. So for the pillar system, 1 merit, 1 point in any characteristic up to 30, and then it's 2 merit for any 1 characteristic points from 35 to 40.
Okay.
There's a
35.
It's in the pillar system. So
Character.
literally labeled.
Yep. 1 merit for 1 up to 30. Alright, well, I'd say
35. Up to 35.
1 merit point for 1 point in any character up to 30.
Yep.
Is what it says.
Yeah.
John said
That
up to
cap is 35.
Yeah. John was talking about it should be 1 point up to 5, but it's pillar system.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. 2 points for 1 point in every characteristic up to 35. What about from 32, 35?
it's just one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's from up to 35. It should say that.
It does say that. What
It doesn't.
do you mean it doesn't?
It says up to
Open
30. Like
Yeah.
31, 32, 30.
It's a 1 for
Well, I'm
1
missing.
up to 30 from 31.
You changed it again?
30. It's
No, it's not
literally
changed.
right there.
It's not, Matt.
It says 1 for 1 up to 30. And it says 2 for 1 from 35 to 40.
Yes, that's it. That's literally it.
But where
what about-
31, 32, 33, 30.
Yeah, that's 2 merit for 1 point.
Yeah, that's not written how it is, and there's going to be a bunch of people who've already made a mistake on
It
that.
needs
Matt.
to be from
Correct.
31 to 40 for 2 points. Because, yeah, that's what was confusing.
Oh, well, there's that. All right. So it should be
31 to
31 to 40.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you guys
Yeah.
Can we do a party vote, or are we gonna?
No.
No. Just keep track of how much you owe.
I'm
There's
just
no
gonna.
party vote.
I'm just gonna remove
just
what I
gonna-
have currently.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Just keep what you got.
Nope.
I'm gonna give you your long-term
Nope.
thanks.
We're refusing, Matt.
I have to change it
No.
up because I have different categories for each. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'll fix it when you give the total. It's all right.
Matt, I gotta be 100 with you. I ain't about to spend no points until I figure out the rest of my point expenditures because I don't have them all correctly. So I gotta figure all that other shit out first.
All right. Well, I have you here. Let's go over your 7 years.
Yeah, let's do just 7 years. Do I die?
Okay. Roll a 1d100.
Try me, bitch. Oh my god.
Definitely die. Holy crap.
I don't
Holy
even.
shit.
I told John this was
You
gonna happen.
very much die.
Did you
I
roll
told
100?
John this was
Yes, you
gonna
did.
fucking happen.
Do you have a fate point?
No, I refuse the
You're
fate point
dead.
because fate
You're
points are
dead.
for fucking pussies.
Goodbye, Ozzy.
You're not dead on a luck roll. You still have to do your thing.
All right, I need you to roll me another 1d100 to find out how you expired. There's certain
Please
events.
be another 100.
Please.
Please.
7.
Pretty high.
All right. Yeah, it's pretty high.
Oh Lord, that is funny.
Oh no, that's just.
New character time.
You die of dysentery.
Bro, why does it sound like you're talking into your asshole?
And then do another 1d7 for what year this happens.
Yeah, I need to tell us what year this happened. 4th year. So we got 4 years
I'll be
until you're
12.
dead. Okay, 1st year. What do you want to do? What's your goal? Who are your mentors? What's your?
Tilly is my mentor, and
She has to leave for half of the year.
the other half of the year, I will practice my illusions.
Okay.
I'll like devote my time to my illusion. Any free
do you
time
devote
to
any
my
time
illusion.
to general education?
Oh well, like I do what I have to, like my chores and like the classes I'm required to attend, I go to. But other than that, I'm
Any
practicing my
special
illusions.
ventures? Because you got a lot of free time.
I do kind of want to go find this flower, but I'm gonna save that for year 12, and hopefully that'll have something to do with how I die.
Okay. So specifically, your one for Tilly. Go ahead and roll me 3 sleight of hand for penmanship and 3 logic.
3 sleight of hand and 3 logic. 1, 2,
Just do
3.
a 3D. Just do a 3d20.
Okay, well those were my 3 sleight of hands, and they're my 3 logics. Ugh.
Okay. You'll pick up another check mark in sleight of hand. Your penmanship is exquisite.
Okay.
It is very good, even for your age. It is very nice and
You
tiny.
are aware that puts me at 3 check marks in sleight of hand?
Yes.
Okay.
It does.
Okay.
You can only
just wanna
earn
see
it by
something.
devoting your time.
I have an actual target number on Suck me.
We rolling with D50s in the teen years.
Oh, okay.
Yo. Pretty nice. Logic. Some of the math is a little tough. Especially when she has you do some searching through all the records and basically doing hard
Right.
inventory on
Technically,
items
I think the only failure there is the 4.
True. So you have a couple of moments where it's like, I think it's here, and you lose her a little bit of money, but it's not too bad.
Cool.
Oh gosh, that's 77 though. Okay.
That's
so
not for
during
another few years.
I know exactly what's going to happen though. So the the second half of your year, you said you're going to work on specifically
My
illusions.
bloodline
Do you want to
illusion
do anything else
powers.
during that time?
Let's try. I kind of want to incorporate illusions into my combat, like somehow with my archery or
Oh, so
something.
you want to build a combat style?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Who do you go to? Anyone to help you build it, or you just kind of do your thing?
I think I'm just gonna kind of do it on my.
Okay.
I think the whole idea that I was
Would
kind of
roll me
initially
3 awareness, fellowship, and 3 willpower.
3 awareness, you said?
Yeah, because you're trying to build it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awareness.
Just 1.
No, you're Yeah, you rolled your 3 awareness. I need your a 3d10, a 3d24 willpower, and then I need a 3d24 fellowship. Okay. Your biggest insight is misdirection. Illusions are. You find out that people don't really believe illusions very easily if they aren't misdirected from what you're trying to make them misbelieve. So if you're trying to create an illusion of yourself running away, but they still see you, big problem. They won't really believe it because your illusion is less lifelike because it doesn't make all the noises and whatnot. But if you can give them something to focus on and totally have them distracted, you can actually camouflage yourself. As in, I'm not here. You can't get it perfect invisibility yet, but you're getting there.
Okay.
As for your fellowship, which is your wheeling and dealing, not so much in the way of making too much money, but you'll earn about
They're all
550
passes.
mark. Yeah.
So 550.
Yeah, 550 marks just from the candy trade.
Alright. Let's see.
You also get a yo-yo, an honest to goodness yo-yo, privilege of your team. Divida is working the workshops. She did that for you guys.
I got an honest to goodness yo-yo.
Yeah. And roll me 3 logics for Tyler Shin's classes. See how smart you are.
Okay. Potatoes. Hey,
You
I'll
passed
pass
his
it.
classes.
Yeah. All right. There's year number 1 done.
Yep, your number 1's complete.
Year number 2,
Congratulations.
same
Your
shit.
So when she gets back, she went to the order. She's got laser guns for you. Yes. I am going to roll to see luck on her side to see how many she got. Okay, so she was only able to acquire 2 fully functional laser rifles and 1 laser pistol.
Ooh.
So she was only able to acquire 1 charge pack per gun, which are more expensive than the stupid guns themselves, but at least they're rechargeable.
Are these lasers? Like
Literal
laser
lasers.
crystals? No,
Not
no.
laser crystals. No, like order laser guns, like las guns. They shoot energy beams of heat. So laser guns.
For that shit.
Yeah. So that'll be something that will just be you'll probably get money from your treasurer if that's a team expense, and then that'll just be something Luna subtracts as we go through his years because we're gonna make some fucking bank with Luna.
How much gold do you want?
They're gonna be 500 gold a rifle, which includes the power pack fully charged.
That's nothing.
What about for the pistol as well?
It's gonna be 200.
So I need 1,200 gold.
Yes.
And you say that's nothing?
Yes.
So 2 laser rifles and a laser pistol. Along with 1 charge pack.
Yeah, there's a charge pack for each. So
And I'll redistribute these at the end of my session as well amongst the team.
Okay, so the laser pistol stats. It's got a range of only 30 meters. It does. Oh my gosh! Stop doing that. That literally puts itself right over my typing thing. You garbage can. I hate you.
What are you talking about?
So when somebody sends me a private message in Discord, it
Oh, yeah.
lists itself on the very
Yeah.
bottom right corner, which is right over the text box.
Is John messaging you being a fag?
Yes.
Just fucking yeet his bald ass out of here. Yeet his bald ass out of existence. That's what I do when John annoys me. Have any special properties?
Yes.
Reliable. Ooh. What do reliable and red dots?
Red dot sight gives you +5 to hit, and reliable makes it so it only jams on 50. You roll a one out of your 1d50, it only jams on 50.
So rolls on critical or jams on critical fail.
Yep, only. And all it takes is to unjam it is a successful tech use.
Critical fail. Red dot gives +5 to hit.
Yep.
And it
And
just
that's for the
jams.
pistol, right?
Doesn't blow up.
Yeah, it doesn't blow up, it just jams.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's got a clip of 30.
That's pretty good. And you said they recharge?
Yeah.
How fast? Like, what's the recharge rate on Flash? How does that work? Like, can a
It
light
requires
bearer
a recharge
them?
dock,
Okay,
which she has not been able to get.
right.
So
But
she
she
will
may
try
end
and-
up getting one in the.
Yes.
Cool,
Those
cool,
are
cool.
stupidly hard to get and
Right.
require jade to get.
Understand.
Because they don't want you to be purchasing the ability to reload their guns. They want you to come in
Right.
and more
They
ammo.
want you to have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then.
Reload is actually a half action.
Okay.
You'll need rate of fire on that too, Matt.
Yeah, right. Fire is gonna be honest to goodness. It has an S, and then it actually has a burst fire of 2.
Oh. Oop. I was thinking this was the rifle for a second. I was like, huh. Well,
Laser rifle. I'm getting all these stats down, by the way.
it's pretty much just the Imperial Guard.
Hey, man.
The pen.
Don't talk to me that way.
Last pistol has 0 pen. This has 4, and it does 1 more damage.
You say the pistol has no pin?
I'm talking about the actual on a
Yeah.
laser pistol from the Char Heresy.
Oh, okay.
This one has 4 pen.
Yeah, this is better. It is true.
Yeah.
It also has these guns also have special quality. Sorry, another special quality. I'll write it under when I get the.
Because these are Kingdom rifles, right?
No, these are
Oh, these are order.
rifles.
Oh, never mind then. It doesn't have any magic attached. I thought it was the.
Yeah.
It ain't the magical doohickeys, boy. These is the space tech doohickeys.
Yeah. So it's a range of 75 meters.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Damage is 1d10 plus 5, 10, 6. Got reliable red dot sight. Both these guns have this one. They're called Magic Bane. Doubles the pen against any armor that's magic. Has melt equality against any magic enhanced armor.
×2 pin on magic.
Which is all of your pelts.
Yep.
Okay. What's the clip and reload and that boy?
What the heck was that?
Sigh. That's what it was.
I thought that was in my room behind me. I was like, what the fuck?
Evan put his mic really close for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. I kind of leaned up and.
No, that was no. I thought I heard a sloughing noise, like something fell behind me. I was like,
It was so realistic because of the quality of his mic.
The quality of my Michael. Did you know Michael is short for Michael Anthem? Michael Anthe. Reload. Half action. Ready to fire.
Also has a 2-shot burst fire.
Ooh. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. How do I? What all do I learn from her this half year? Same stuff, or can we move on from sleight of hand because
You can't get better.
it can?
You can get better, but later. But the fourth check mark's gonna be really hard to get, and no one's got a fourth check mark.
Where do you want me to put the weight on? I guess I can put it in the journal.
Just to kind of, I'm just putting it out there. So. Okay. Yeah, there you go. You got 2 laser guns. Honest to goodness order style laser guns. They look a little worn, but the frame looks completely in good shape. But these have been used for sure.
That's okay.
I'm going to roll to see if she has any special stuff that she got. Yeah. She ended up being able to purchase, instead of more laser guns, she had the privilege of being able to buy a full set of Vanguard Order Trooper armor,
Which
This
you
shit don't fit none
can't
of us.
fit.
which it won't fit unless you're an adult. But the full armor it's got a strength and agility enhancement mods in it. It has a vision set you can toggle between IR, night vision, sonar. It has a comm unit in it. It has a last chance emitter, and the armor is reflective, so it's highly resistant against laser rifles. And it also has a higher armor base because it's made of better materials than Durasteel.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very interesting.
she also was able to purchase a small crate of normal ammunition, bullets.
Like just
And
assorted or what?
yeah, just an assorted. It was basically bullets that just weren't like 1 or 2s here, and they all just threw it in a box and sold it as bulk. So
How
it's
much is that?
You can purchase the bullets per bullet.
How much for the whole box?
The level 3 map and 50 schmeckles. You're talking 2,000 rounds.
Luna, you have that kind of money laying around?
What was it again? How many speckles?
50 and a level 3 map.
In what year?
That's gonna be the
Second.
2.
I don't think we'll have that much money in 2 years.
we needed it for initial investments. We can't afford it unless we're putting
Okay.
this on the night market.
Can I roll a luck to see how much to see how many bullets there are to fit the Glock specifically?
Sure.
And then we'll see about purchasing the Glock ammunition.
She can get you 55 bullets.
How much that gonna be?
She'll charge you 45 gold.
Luna, can I acquire that?
Yeah, that's easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
55, you said?
Mm-hmm. No, she's 55 bullets for 45 gold. She gave me a big discount.
Right.
But that's an entire heavy ammo crate filled with unassorted bullets. So you literally have to sift through it, and it goes up to your elbow.
Right.
How many bullets there are? There's so many. Good for her. She also was able to get 2 Mage Bane grenades.
Yeah, how much are those?
Basically, when you throw it and it goes off, anyone caught in the area, any magic hoodoo powers they use don't work anymore for a short period of time.
How
I
much
got
do
no-
one of those?
It makes them normal people.
So I actually got a quick question for you, Matt, before we continue on with this, since Mage Bane has come up. For my set of tattoos specifically, does Mage Bane knock out the magical energy in the area, or does it knock out the tattoo itself?
It knocks out the magical energy in the area. Tattoos are safe, but it does drain all the energy out of you, magical energy. So if you had any magic energy charged up in the tattoos, they're gone, but the tattoos are fine.
Okay.
So if you were to be like, I channeled the sun charge into this sword, and the thing goes off, you lose all of your charges in the sword, and it's just a
The
sword.
bee go on.
What if I've got a battery pack hooked up to the hilt of my sword?
It loses all of its charges, and then you have to charge it from your battery. They're magic tattoos. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't destroy magic items. It just prevents their use. Any charges, it depletes them completely, and prevents people from casting for 1d6 turns, minimum 2, who are hit. She also was able to acquire 2 photon flash, although I don't know anyone who would want photon flash. But
I'm interested in the Mage Bane. How much would she charge us for those?
5 schmeckles a piece.
5
'cause,
schmeckle.
They are very, very sought after because you can fight someone who is so leagues above you in casting ability, and if they're caught by this, they're literally helpless. If they're like a big old caster or archmage, and they're like, "Haha, I cast disintegrate," and they're hit with that, they can't cast for minimum 2 turns.
Is 10 schmeckles doable for the whole year?
Not a lot of people can afford these things, and they're not going to be very. I mean, the bullets will be definitely sold, but the grenades, unless
We'll
someone
hold off on the grenades then. We'll just
the
hold
armor
off.
will
I'd
be
tell
hung
her
up
to let 'em back.
on a big old armor rack, as one of her like come buy this, but it is what it is. So yeah, and then she's going to teach you about the vendor she went to. He goes by the name Sawbone, and he has a level 1 access private market set up with one of the local garrisons in one of the really nasty areas. So you need to bring, without fail, some form of very nice alcohol as a gift to Sawbone. You also need to do the same for the officer that Sawbone interacts with to get the goods. You have to. It's a bribe. Just before you doing business. For apple pie is not considered a luxury beverage. She's trying to find a way.
Not even her pineapple surprise.
No, that's an experimental blend. But she's trying to get her apple pie to the point where she can bottle it and it's sold everywhere as a high end top shelf drink. But they specifically like bourbon.
Bourbon.
There is
a man after my own heart.
Yeah, there is a maker on the way down towards this dealer in the neutral zone. Someone who bottles it. You could purchase a couple. They're expensive, but I mean, it's cheap to get in the name of doing business. So
Okay.
yeah.
Will I be rolling for her for the half year?
Yeah, if you want. You won't be rolling sleight of hand. You get perfect sleight of hand, just the logic.
Okay.
Needs at least.
Could I not roll commerce and logic?
Yeah, go ahead and roll commerce and logic. That's a good compromise there. So
There's
Commerce.
there's the commerce, and there's the logic.
Go ahead and add that next, the next logic. Commerce, you're just learning about it. You haven't picked it up
All
yet.
right. Okay. Cool.
You get that logic up.
Keep it
And
cool.
perfect sales. Perfect. The ability to appraise stuff because you do buy and sell. So very nice. Very awesome. Doing good for yourself.
I like it. And then for the
Roll
latter
luck.
half,
Roll luck twice for your 6
Roll luck.
months because there are some individuals who come that sell stuff. All right. So for the second half, no one special comes by. For the first half, a couple of the hunters come by, and they want to sell some information about a location of a beast that people might be interested in hunting. It's up to you to ascertain if that's even valuable. It's not a map. It's just kind of we saw this thing.
how much are they asking for the information?
200 marks a piece.
How many of them are there?
Basically, it is a series of heavy mounted rams, which is what they use instead of horses, because horses are fucking almost useless in the mountains. So they use bighorn rams, which they literally defy gravity and jump from cliff face to cliff face.
Yeah.
So they're also used as the only mounts.
I'm gonna let John and John kind of make the decision on whether we buy that. Does that seem like?
If it's just the location of like bighorn rams, I'm not interested personally.
I'm going to pass, but I thank them for the opportunity to buy their information.
1 second, I might see value in this. No, sorry, this passes.
Okay, that's bad. All right, nothing else happens. So.
All right.
Go ahead and add 1,000 marks to your inventory. You do a lot better this year. You guys make a lot more profit. Yeah. Use commerce this time to see if you can get Tilly to sell, to use you guys as a broker for the night market again.
2 passes.
That was going to happen anyway. I was just wondering if, Ozzy, would you like to start this year being when we vendor for the market, the night market?
Well,
I'm down for whenever, but the thing is, we don't really have anything. We need to have a specific good that we're selling.
We
Yeah,
will.
so-
We don't.
That's
What do we
weapons.
have? Weapons?
What
Oh, yeah.
weapons?
we'll pause. You will sell some more alcohol. She'll give you an 8% cut this time,
Okay.
unless you can argue for better. But
I'm gonna try and see if I can't get at least a 10. I want a 10. If she'll give me a 9, I'll take it. I'm gonna ask for 10.
if you go for 10, she's going to increase the base price you need to sell them for.
That's fine. I can sell them for a slightly higher price.
Okay. Well, I mean, minimum return. Instead, last time it was 50 gold per barrel. Minimum return needs to be 150 gold per barrel. She's only gonna have 2 this time, and both of them are apple pie.
I can get that easy.
Okay. Yeah. So, do you want to do same price, or are you gonna try and haggle in a spike for more?
I'm gonna try and haggle Spike for more because I got a little bit out of him. Got a little last time. Mr. Spatch, I brought you some apple pie for sale.
Roots through his bag, and he's like, "Well, same price as last time. 2 schmeckles and
And a what?
and some gold."
Yeah, I believe it was 2 schmeckles and 50 gold.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take that. That's a 250 gold on each one. So yeah, that's 100 gold over the minimum she wanted for it. So yeah,
Yep.
250. So
Yeah.
2 schmeckles, so 250 gold basically Because all that money goes to her and then comes back
All
to
right,
me.
take
as
your
gold,
10% cut.
So 25 gold or 50 gold.
50.
Yeah, I got it, John. I was thinking.
There you go.
50 gold.
What year is this now?
Year
This is
3.
halfway through 2.
Oh wait, no, are we not through year 3 yet?
No, this
Oh,
is still your second year.
oh yeah.
Okay, so you approach Medusa.
Hello, Medusa. What are we selling again? I need to know before I business pitch this woman.
We are the only ones who sell.
Thermal blades. Olwen doesn't want to sell them.
Owen doesn't want to sell them.
He's
I'm not.
the one that makes them. He's told me before he does not want them on the market because they basically will fall
Kill
into the
us.
wrong hands.
Yeah.
He's really worried about if we sell I mean, maybe he would be willing to sell the knives, but not swords or bigger because those can seriously hurt any one of you or kill you guys.
I would also recommend not selling thermal blades. I don't particularly see anything that we have that we can sell on the night market unless Hayden's fruit garden or unless Hayden's garden has developed by this point.
Even then, you're going to be cutting into Craw and into Spike's profits, and they don't like that.
Yeah, so I would highly
we're
recommend.
not selling produce. That's just one of the things we're not selling.
Then I would highly recommend waiting until
Tattoo time.
Yeah, tattoo time.
Okay, that's fine. Then I do not approach Medusa.
Okay.
As lovely as she is.
Okay, so the second half of the second year.
Yeah, I'm
More
gonna try
illusions?
I'm gonna try and develop my combat technique a little.
Okay, same grouping of 3.
What were they?
Actually, no, it won't be awareness. You got the awareness down. It'll be willpower fellowship to start.
Okay.
So it's
Here-
3d20.
Here be the willpower.
Yep,
Ooh,
you
here
got
be the
the
fellowship. Oh
the
god.
fellowship. No,
I rolled like
there
trash.
seems to be a part of the trick that you actually confuse the other individual. That makes the illusion way more believable, kind of like a way a magician does. You haven't got that down yet, but you do have the misdirection and the illusions down really, really well.
Okay.
Last bit, ballistics skill, because it is part of your combat skill. Let's see if you get the ballistics bit down. Killed it.
Yo.
If you can get the fellowship down, you might have successfully built your own combat style.
Me likey.
Yeah.
That'll have to be next year though.
Yeah, it'll have to be next year. Let's see. Roll logic to see if you pass Tyler Shen's courses.
Oh no, I rolled a 1. Except for that one where
You have problems with geometry for a little bit, but then you have Daisha and the others come in and help you.
What do I look like? Motherfucking Zenyatta, simple geometry boy.
Yeah, basically, you're like, why the fuck are there so many damn triangles?
I
And
don't
they're all
like.
different. Yeah,
I have my calculator in radian.
Yeah, so you you do really well. So,
Cool.
Candy Market has evolved. It's now Candy Toy Market.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, go ahead and add 1,500 marks from that.
Oh.
Because the toys that the Vita makes are just killing it with the war.
Oh, so that's what Vida's doing. She's like a craftsman.
Yeah, she's going to be a craftsman. She is specifically making. She's being a workshop elf.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I like it.
Sure. That'll be it. Unless you
Now
have any
year
last little
3.
tidbit. Now you're year 3.
Nope, year 3 time. Time to see what she came back with.
She goes to the kingdom this time.
The kingdom. Man, she gonna bring back like an explosive or something back from
She
the
brings
next
back
place.
an honest to goodness laser rifle. Leyzer. A real one.
Like lay.
Yeah, LEY.
From a
I rolled
ley
a
line.
1. Yeah, I rolled a
Oh.
1 for her.
What the fuck is a laser rifle?
It is one of the most powerful weapons ever devised that even normal people can use. So basically, it takes a laser concept, and instead of shooting heat, it shoots magic.
Ah.
Yeah. She not only got the rifle, but she's got a magic recharge crucible, and she's got 2 ammo stones.
How much is all that shit gonna be?
She just solemnly looks at you and he's like, "You're not gonna be able to afford it. I don't even know why they sold it to me, but I'm gonna have to think on it."
Okay.
I'm assuming you bring this information back to us.
Yeah,
Olwen?
Of course.
it'll be by offer.
I will leave instructions with Olwen to tell Tilly that I will purchase those when I have a high enough money. Clarity will, and Clarity doesn't have much to stand
the down
on.
payment is going to be 50 schmeckles. That's just the down payment to reserve it for a year.
I informed the team that if I can get this purchase, I will be able to outfit weaponry for us later on, or at least outfit weaponry that will be well worth it. I don't know if we have 50 schmeckles right now, though, but I doubt anyone's going to be able to purchase it for any due amount of time.
Yeah, it's probably something we can get later on.
Yeah, she's probably gonna be walking around with that sumbitch for a long gosh darn time because it's just not many people can afford it. But there are certain individuals who will buy it. I will roll to see if those people find out the first year. It'll be a really hard DC. No one finds out she has it. She doesn't really advertise it, but there are people from the neutral territory who will come by and be like, "Make it rain, give me a gun." So, okay. She also comes back with magic ingredients and supplies and herbs and produce from the Orient, the kingdom. So,
What do y'all niggas want me to buy?
Everything.
Tattoo inks, basically.
she's got those. She's
How
got
much?
dyes specifically.
How much are tattoo inks / dyes?
Basically, she's got 4 different colors. So it'll be 2 gold per ink vial. Not much, but
Probably about 200 gold worth.
Is this something I can get from the team?
Yes, she'll be getting it from the.
yeah.
Okay,
So yeah, it'll be
so-
about 300 gold worth of supplies, but you can literally sell out to her. And
If
that
it's only
that includes specific plants and herbs that you guys can
cultivate.
or yeah, if you want, you'll have to figure it out, but they're kind of weird ones. She brings back rice. No one here has rice.
You
It's a
said there were
loony thing.
80 vials of like dyes.
No. It's 4 vials. All of her
Oh.
produce that she brings back from the kingdom, you guys are apparently buying. So she brings back huge bags of rice, dyes, medicinal herbs.
And this is all part of that 300 gold.
Yeah. She brings back some cloth from.
How many bags of rice?
4 50-pound bags of rice. Yeah. Wow, I didn't think she'd roll a 1 for luck. Damn.
All right.
Yeah, so it's basic produce and whatnot. So.
All right. Well, we'll just continue on from there. Am I at the point where she'll start letting me like pretty much just run the stall on my own?
Yes, in fact, she
then
who
I would
starts
like
working in
to
the little
haggle
miniature
for a
lab.
raise.
Commerce.
If she doesn't automatically give me one,
Commerce.
just 1d20.
I'll give you 2 because you can argue multiple times. Yeah, she'll put you up to 25 marks.
I'll take it.
Basically, she does tell you that she will be working on some of her napalm concoctions. Under no circumstances are you to disturb her. Go ahead and run the stall. She trusts you. You've done a great job so far. Please
Yeah,
do
I have
not
no intention of crossing
advertise
her.
the laser rifle, the LEY.
I do tell her that I have either A, at this point, told my team, or B, will be telling them because
You
it's
can tell your
something.
friends. Just
But
don't go telling every
right.
customer that comes up that she has it.
Right. I'm
Makes
not
her-
going to do that shit.
That makes her a target for theft.
Yeah, I don't want that because then I might be out of a job. And then my
Might be
mentor will
dead.
be out of a
Is
job.
what will happen.
Dead. She might be dead. Some other people might be dead.
Yeah. She's already getting a lot of heat for the order
Armor.
shock trooper armor, and she's taken that down and put it in a display case, but it's behind the counter. So, some of the stuff she's got.
How much does she want for the order shock trooper armor?
It's also by offer.
Is it by offer?
Mm-hmm. She might be willing to have you guys be a transporter to the night market to give to Medusa to auction. She'll pay you a percentage of whatever's earned from the auction.
I was gonna see if there's a way I could convince her into garnishing my wages at the course of my growing up and keep it for me until it'll fit. You know what I'm saying? Like take so much out.
Be able to afford the armor with marks.
Okay.
How about commission based, Evan?
Commission based?
The things you bring to the night market.
Could do something like that, maybe. I'll think on that a little bit longer before I approach her with an actual proposition.
Yep. Roll the 2d100 to find out if any interesting person shows up. No. There is one person who shows up, and he puts a big old. He just slams a big old pelt down, and he's like, "Hey, I got a pelt. I want to sell it."
What is it?
Praise. Roll commerce.
Just 1d20, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
it is not a night pelt.
Uh-huh.
But there is a certain creature that lives in the medium area of the neutral territories. They're very well renowned for being really hard to kill with normal weapons, and they're basically giant lizards. But instead of having scales, they have this kind of rubbery, super flexible, durable skin, and it's a really sought after crafting material. So, it's also non-conductive.
Okay.
So it's resistant to electricity and whatnot.
Okay, so I rolled commerce to kind of see what it is. Do I need to roll commerce again to appraise it? Like the actual value?
Yeah, you find out what it is. Go ahead and try and roll for what the actual value is because you've never seen it before. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
you're not sure what to offer. I'll leave it up to you.
Is he purchasing this for Tilly's store? It would be easier if you knew what kind of finances she has on hand.
Yeah, he's selling it to Tilly's store.
I offer. I'll offer up 20 gold and see what he says. It seems like a pretty useful pelt.
Yeah, he kind of squints at it, and he's like, he nods slowly at first, and then, he's like, I like. All right, kid. Holds out a hand. Shake.
Yeah, I reach out and shake his hand. A
Okay.
deal is a deal.
Yeah, you give him 20 gold, and you take the pelt. It's pretty big. It's pretty nice. Dilly is disappointed. It's worth 1 gold at best.
Oh God, no!
That will be coming out of your wages.
That's upsetting.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you
that
just didn't
9
have
was a
enough.
pass. I should have known I was making a
Unfamiliar
huge
machine.
deficit.
Just learn from your mistakes. That's all you need to do.
Yeah. I blew
With
it.
With the description that he gave and the understanding that you had, I probably would have said 500 gold. So you didn't do too badly.
But John, you don't have commerce.
No.
Fucking
Yeah.
asswad.
Yeah. So, yeah, she'll teach you about him. This specific one, it's not a low quality pelt, but you can see by the way he cut the edges, it's not the greatest, but he did a good job in the skinning. It's not of the highest, the biggest size because they grow way bigger than this. And that's probably why he was able to succeed because it was a small one. These things grow very large. A decent adult would be 8 times the size of this normal pelt, which is the size of a deer pelt. Normal weapons can't hurt it, but if you've got something extra sharp,
Yeah.
which you can do by getting an engraving on a knife with extra sharpness, then you can hurt it and shoot it in the eyeball, kill it, whatever. But
Can we? I want to finish this year, but since I'm gonna die, I know I'm gonna here, or that's gonna be kind of an ordeal. What are your plans like late tomorrow night? I'm just trying to figure. I know it's Christmas Eve. That's why I'm asking.
I'll be on. It's not like I mean, late.
I mean,
tomorrow
like
night,
sometime
I'll be on.
after like 8 or 9, not like late.
I do have a family thing at
Right.
night, but it's not. Starts at 3, so I shouldn't be.
Okay. Yeah, I got a family thing that starts at 5, so that's why I was asking. All right, because I want to do my 3rd year, but then I'm gonna play like a game or two of League with these other boys, and then go to bed because I'm just fuck.
Okay.
And I'll finish this. I'll finish the rest of my 7 years, including the death part tomorrow, because that could be the end of it for all we fucking know. I could just fucking die.
Okay. So the
How dare you not
level
give me
3 or the end of the 3rd year. What do you do? Continue to work on your martial art.
Yes, I want to finish my martial art up.
Go ahead and
Hopefully,
use fellowship.
fellowship.
3d20 fellowship.
All ones.
Nope, you got
a 20. 1, 2.
You got your fancy thing.
Would it be under? Would I put it under talent or something?
Yeah. Basically, it'll give you a fighting style, which will actually increase your agility cap and your perception cap by 2 each. Now you can go to 37 if you want to. That cap does extend beyond the 50 if once we get there. So when we get to the young adults, everything will be cap 50. You'll have 52 for each of those. So just say plus 200 notes to total cap. You'll still have to purchase them, but you have the ability to, if you successfully disengage and you're in combat, or if you just want to use a half action, you can just disappear. And we're going to roll an opposed willpower test for you and the opposed awareness of them. And if they fail, you tell me what's going on. And shots from being in your stealth, like your hidden mode, are surprise attacks always.
Ooh, I like that.
So, because you are not only able to hide you, but the weapon, and you're also able to hide the arrow and make it invisible.
Hmm.
So that's another thing. Even if you don't make yourself invisible by illusions, you can make the arrow. Guns are a lot harder, but you can at least hide the flash.
Right.
Which is
Did I get to roll? Did I get to roll for Tilly's stand? I don't think I rolled like commerce or logic. Or,
oh yeah, go ahead and roll
did I?
commerce or logic. That's right.
I think no, I didn't. I didn't. Not for you three.
Just do commerce.
Oh god. Oh
I'll get you
god.
one more commerce because you already did logic.
So one more commerce.
Yeah, you'll get the third check mark of commerce. Good boy.
Hey, I'm a merchant boy.
Yep.
And
Anything
then
else?
logic
Just you
for what's
complete
his
this
name
within the
class?
first couple months of your hanging out. Do you need you to roll me your logics for Tyler Shen's classes?
All right, give me 1 second. All right, here are my logics for his classes. Ugh.
Pass.
And then
You have a couple extra months. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and hustle some candy a little harder than normal.
Alright,
I'm gonna try
roll
and
commerce.
yeah.
Alright. Add 2750 marks.
2750.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll get you up to your death, and we will find out what happens.
All right.
Okay. So.
Fourth year is when Clarity would turn 13, and also when I would need you to negotiate in the night market for a tattoo stand.
Well, it'll happen early. It'll happen early in the year when this happens.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so she goes to the order this time, and she comes back, and it's just like, I got a normal set of trooper armor, and that's about it. It was just bad. Something was up.
Sorry, Tilly.
Yeah, it happens. So, unfortunately, while you were playing, or while you're doing your job, she was reorganizing some stuff, and at one point she goes, "Hey, finish this for me. I need to work on some stuff." And one of the things that you were reorganizing falls and hits a napalm canister and explodes.
Oh, nice. So I just burst into flames. I like it.
Just
For the whole stand.
yeah, the entirety of the stand just
Makes sense for a 100.
yeah. I need to roll for Tilly to see if she can survive. Tilly does not get up.
Oh no! I don't
And
want
she's
Tilly
not
to.
gonna. She's not gonna leave a will either.
She
Well,
might have one.
it's gonna be burned up in the stand, Evan. That's a
Ooh.
napalm bomb.
Ooh, that's not good. So wait, Tilly is dead?
Yeah,
Oh,
dead.
Tilly's
She
dead,
didn't.
dead.
She did not defeat the Red Horizon.
This bitch dead. Okay. Well, that
Important.
is unfortunate.
So she had some high-level items on her, including other napalm bombs and alcohol. What about the laser rifles? Do they explode as well and make this devastation ridiculous?
Those are kept in a case. But all the bullets go up.
There's no
Ouch.
bullets in a laser rifle, though.
No, her
She has a
bullet.
box
Oh,
full of bullets.
bullets. Okay, I got that.
Yeah, she has that crate full of miscellaneous bullets. Not as full as it used to be, but it's still about 1,000 rounds.
Does anybody else in the market die from the aftermath?
I'm gonna roll for them. Cause that's not a small explosion. Cause the alcohol goes up, all of her napalm goes up, all of the explosives, all the ammunition, anything that's flammable goes up. I'm going to roll for what survives.
I'm a little disappointed, Evan.
Survives. The
Yeah, you're disappointed in me.
yeah, magic rifle survives. The armor set does not.
Okay.
Does the magic rifle charging port survive?
That's all in the same case. Yeah.
Perfect.
So that means the ammo for that will also be safe.
All of the gold is melted.
Ugh.
Her one map survives in the case.
Do any of the bullets or explosions go across the way, because it's not far to his stand, to hit the explosion boy's stand and cause a secondary explosion?
John, can you shut the fuck up?
You were really asking for pain. No. No, it's not.
Dang it!
They all just barely whiz past it.
Let us actually see who is in proximity that could get hit.
The boy playing cards.
Allen's is the closest.
He gonna die.
Good.
He does die. Yeah, he gets riddled with bullets. The dwarves. They get peppered with some low caliber rounds, and they're like, "Oi! I'm drinking it! What the fuck?"
That's definitely me when I get peppered with some low caliber.
Brenna, some of her wares do not fare.
I
and
bet
she
she's
is
not very
pleased.
happy.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm there.
Ian takes a high caliber round through the back of his skull while he's working.
Oh yeah, John's character is there.
I'm working at Prenna's apprentice near her tent.
Oh, gosh, that's not good. You need to roll luck. He might kill you.
No, John!
I would like to fate point that, since I would have my fate point
Yes.
that day.
Yes, you would.
Whew.
better.
Something takes the top part of your left ear.
I have Flock heal it later.
Yeah, and
This is
you
a
get
catastrophe.
knocked over and pushed in because of the blast.
Does Prenna survive?
Of course,
She
yeah.
stands there, and you see a last chance barrier go off, and she's just staring at it, just like she is not pleased at all.
I
Mostly
can
because
only
there's-
imagine.
Clarence, he's armored.
Oh, you got to roll for the whole damn argument. At least tell me, old man Jenkins.
Carver and Winchell are not going to be affected. Old Man Jacobs is on the other side of a barricade because this is a wall here. So the only ones in range are Allen's, Faroum, a little bit of Clarence, the dwarves, Brenna. And let's see about the people in the market. A couple people die. Like,
Oh my god.
horribly die. Like, riddled with bullets. A couple people are lit on fire because they were literally coming up to the stand.
Marks are paper money, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Boy! This bitch got a lockbox, right? For her money?
Does, but it's unlocked and open because you guys are opening shop and there's customers.
Ooh.
All of her logbooks. All of her trade routes. Let's see about if her trade route maps.
Can you stop rolling in like the
Utterly
90s?
gone. Utterly
Can
gone.
you
All
stop
the
that
trade
shit?
Yeah, so basically, 4 things survive the explosion.
What a
Her
catastrophe.
apple pie recipe does survive.
There's hope.
I was thinking about probably being able to taste the ingredients that she uses, but the whole process, I guess, would be hard.
Okay. All right,
Well,
Ozzy
that's
Man.
a catastrophe.
Yes.
Are you sure you don't want to do your death today, Evan?
I'm sure. That's
Your reaction clarity.
Clarity.
what? No, what?
Oh man, I hope those laser rifles survived.
Oh, you don't even fucking care about me.
No. Clarity is gonna get up, rub at his bloody ear, and then kind of consider running over towards where the explosion happened, and then
You were
realize
seeing-
that
You were seeing people run around covered in fire, screaming, just just. It's you've never seen people horrifically burned to death before.
Clarity is kind of look at that, then look at Prena and ask,
Ooh, insanity, John.
should we do something about that?
Let it burn itself out. Unless you want it burned to death too.
Nope, I'm okay with that. And then Clarity's gonna look over at the shop and just like, good thing I gave Ozzy Man that what do you call it?
Lecture?
What was it? Lecture on death. Prena, are there gonna be any more explosions after that? When is it gonna be safe to approach that area? I want to go check and see if he lives.
You'll have to figure it out. You're gonna help me go inventory through my shop because I heard some pings of metal hitting metal, and I did not like that.
I wish there was a way to contact the Warren.
I wish there was a way to give Ozzy Man a fucking fate point because this is not good. I thought Owens, Owens was bad, but
I
this
mean, I
is-
chose not to have a fate point.
Yeah, and look how it bit you in the ass.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? It be that way sometimes.
It do be that way sometimes. And well, Clarity has no way to call for help, and he can't go check on it.
Help
Wait,
is coming. The mushroom cloud from the blast and the sheer just noise and the damage caused. It's impossible to miss.
yeah. Clarity is just gonna assist Prena in inventorying because he doesn't have anything else he can do right now.
Luna, you wouldn't happen to be in the market, would you? Because you usually
No.
always go to the market every day to go get produce.
Well, I
Every
would
day?
I would know that Ozzy's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
His gas giant just exploded.
Just roll luck. If it's 90 or higher, you are at the market. You are not at the market. Not even close.
How about I am in proximity with that 5, but not enough to
Yeah.
get shrapneled?
You were passing by old man Jacob's house, and he's yelling curses at you for your bugginess. And then you see the biggest, nastiest explosion you've ever seen. And
I imagine Olwen is probably first on scene since he can fly.
we'll let him know. You'll probably be on scene, but just that is a level of explosion you've not experienced.
So is
Then
John
you're
going to get some
screaming.
insanity?
Yeah.
No, I
So
won't.
the
Burning bodies and whatnot.
there is screaming, horrified noises, and then there's one guy going, "Oh fuck yeah, it's the best!" Karoom's excited about the explosion. That's his joy. So one guy's cheering, a lot of people are screaming. Damn.
Evan, I have technically seen worse things before because I got to witness a war crime mamba from a violence book.
Yeah.
I like it.
I already have some insanity.
This is right out of war crime. That thing. You've actually seen this. They just the bombs came from the air and they were a lot bigger and they hit a lot more people.
Well, this has been a catastrophe and a half, and I do wish I had taken a fate point. But you live, you never learn, and you move on.
It's
In
just
this
for
case, you
those
might not
100s. Yeah, because it's gonna be.
Roll me a 1d100 for luck to find out which demon you will be facing. Low is good.
You got to give me just a moment.
Unfortunately, I just took your 5 away.
Here's another 100.
Don't do that to him, John.
I'm gonna try.
It's gonna be a 34. 36. 36.
I'm thinking a little higher. I'm thinking
Nope, 36 right on the dot.
I'm thinking.
Oh! That's crazy. That is fucking crazy.
Hey,
Johnny's getting really good at guesstimating these numbers. He's seen so many.
Well, Luna, guess who you're spirit observing during his death scene?
Yeah. Oh fuck.
So you tune into the magic seer that he died on the 36. The number. Why the number? You can be a voice in his head and actually watch the Red Horizon event if you so
Okay.
choose.
Yeah. I mean, he is part of my he is part of my solar system. So
This is what, the third time you've done this over the years?
I can't believe you guessed it right on the fucking dot.
Mm.
That's why he got the seer powers.
Yeah.
That's why he got him.
Fortunately for you, Ozymandias, due to your proximity to the napalm, you died instantly. So at least you don't have to suffer burning to death.
Hey, I just exploded into like a billion tiny.
Basically all the moisture vaporized out of your body.
I like it. I basically turned into human jerky.
there's things in the Warhammer universe called perpetuals. It's pretty much what you're about to, happen to you. You're gonna be regrown. Death itself. Fun.
What happens if he beats the demon really fast and then he reforms in the middle of that burning building?
You might die again.
That'd be really shitty.
Luna's
I did
close.
roll a 100,
Luna's
though.
close. I can handle getting him out.
No, I mean I did roll a 100. I deserve it, so
Yeah, you deserve not having a fate point as well.
Okay, well.
this has been an event. This has been a.
The worst part is you could have spent like 10, 15 merit to get a fucking fate point. Just to.
I mean, I could do that right now, but it's too late.
It's too late.
Too late to apologize on that.
the dread you just put us through, yeah.
Evan, you are halfway through the 7-year period, pretty much. So you could spend about 250 fate points plus that 65 you have to assist yourself in this coming event.
Because you're gonna want it.
Yeah, I'll probably do
his.
that.
So
I'll do that tomorrow before the fight. Well, this has been fun.
Also,
you say.
darn you. Now I won't know if I can get my tattoo stand up. I really need to do that.
Clarity, you just watch your hopes and dreams of that tattoo night market stand go open fire.
Don't worry, I will be setting it up for you. All comes.
All right.
Also, your teammate dies horrifically.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, Matt. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll message you in the morning. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
See ya.
So, fun things have happened.
Yep.
I'm
And
not
I've been
happy.
waiting for.
That cuts out at least 20% of my sales.
It really does. So let's start with you, Luna. Let's make some money. You ready to make Money Simulator?
Wait. Matt, I got a question for you. Because I had to redo my stats because of the different pricing, I reallocated my points in a slightly different manner. And I got a talent that Johnny recommended to me. That's the one I DM'd to you earlier.
Oh gosh, I didn't even look at that stuff because I was so irritated at it. The fuck? He says, "I am home from my eve out and shall be on by the end of the half hours." Okay, that is a weird way of saying that. From Evan. All right. So you got unarmed warrior. Oh, yeah, that'll work. You. Look at you getting your.
Perfect. Wow, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Thwonk.
Can you move it up to 2d10? Were you already doing 2d10?
I was doing 2d6 without this
Yeah,
talent.
it can be 2d10 then. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, Tyler Shin's martial arts combined with your purchase, you were a force to be reckoned with.
Yay! I think I can hurt Onika now.
Yeah, probably.
And
Just
Matt,
make her skin bruise.
it's 2:32, so I will be going to bed, my friend.
Oh, you don't want to do Make Money Simulator?
We can do Make Money at a different time, but I would have loved to, but I'm gonna step back
and contemplate what the fuck just happened.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Oh, one more fuck. Oh well. Just what it is. People learn.
Yeah, I had to make it extra bad because
it was 100 on a 7-year time frame. Yep, that's fair.
Yeah, and then I rolled really bad on what happened.
Like I was a little really disappointed when Blade Lady died, the Forge Master, because you know that's a very high combat asset for the war. But now a traveling merchant is dead. But at least I have a couple years before she dies.
Yeah. So what survives? Alright. What survives the explosion?
Does Windchill survive?
Yes, she's far enough with it that Carver and Winchell don't have to roll.
But that's a.
I would have laughed if it hit Karoom's stand. I would have laughed so hard.
Oh, the bomb guy?
Mm-hmm. The entire market would have gone up.
Yep. Maybe the town itself.
We don't know what he's got.
We know
her map survived, Matt.
Yes.
Yep.
Remember that for sure.
And her apple pie recipe.
Which is another very important thing.
And irony, just sheer irony. These all survive in the one lockbox. The napalm recipe.
This is pretty hilarious.
Yep.
You know what? I can't even blame Ozzy.
Oh man.
I can't even blame Ozzy. She shouldn't have had the napalm out. Just like fucking that.
Well, she was unloading.
Yeah.
And those are usually pretty secure. But they're in a canister, and he rolled a 100. So,
just bad luck.
Yeah, it was really bad luck. Something hit it just at the right angle, punctured it, and created a smark, and boom. Basically, you know, one of the armor sets fell over and landed on it. One of the really heavy ones, which was probably that special armor set because that rolled a 95 to survive, and that got obliterated. So it probably tipped over. Yeah. Or one of the something hit it. So only Ozzy will know if he lives. He might not live. Did he roll one? Yeah, we'll see what. He didn't roll too bad, but it's not. It's going to be a pretty difficult fight. But at least it's like yours, where it has a not exactly a counter, but definite method of dealing with it.
Of course, he could also make the wrong decisions depending on his character, like I did. Because Clarity just wouldn't immediately say mantras.
Right.
If it has to fight against his very nature, at least he doesn't have a very well defined nature. I'm very happy with my damage output now. Thank you, Johnny. That was helpful.
Anytime.
Well, guys, holy shit! The not expect Ozzy to go up in flames. That is, whew, that's good.
But Matt, what you don't understand is how happy I am that this happened. That those laser rifle canisters.
We're getting the one somehow. Yeah.
Oh my god, I need those.
I just want to see Hayden put his light powers into it.
No. Listen. If I get my engraving done, I'm just gonna put one of those crystals in the hilt of a sword, pretty much, and I can do absolutely horrible things to use it to charge my enchanted weaponry.
Each one of those
And
batteries too is 5 smeckles, fully charged.
We've got the recharge port. That's the insane thing.
Who's to say you're gonna get it?
Ozzy owns. He was her direct apprentice, and she doesn't have a will.
Not that you know of.
As far as we know, yeah. I mean, if she did have one, it probably blew up in her shop. Or she may have told Ozzy over the years, if I ever die, I have family in Karambu who needs my remains.
The guild has it.
Oh, she left her will with the guild. Okay.
Guild is they have a defended fortification in the Order's territory, and they're all over the neutral territory and the kingdom.
I'm sure Ozzy will follow her will and actually appropriate her stuff where it needs to go. Do we have anybody who can go out to one of the guild locations and get her will?
Yes. You guys will probably be sent on an errand. Also, it'll introduce you to the guild too.
Huh. Okay. And that's the Merchants Guild?
No, it's just called the guild.
Huh.
The guild is a neutral entity that basically is an intermediary for services, whether clandestine or above board. So they have a bounty board. They also have, if your skills are appropriate for it, hit targets. So assassinations. They evaluate maps. They are a bank, which makes it worse. They are an auction house. They kind of are a meetup spot. They also have job boards. So yeah, there's usually one per major city at least. For stupidly large empires, like the ones you can find in the kingdom. There may even be 2 because it's so freaking large, the city.
I see.
Yeah, so no one really messes with them because that's a lot of interrupted services, and no one wants that.
We could probably honestly just have Olwen fly out and pick up the stuff.
Hmm.
And I imagine there'll be a finder's fee. Basically, whomsoever discovers my things and finds my will gets X percentage of what remains.
Matt, what happens if Ozzy is removed from the solar system?
If he doesn't pass,
Yeah.
he will remake a new character.
What happens to the 20 merit I put into him?
What will happen is we'll have to go through a recovery phase, and you'll fight to see if you can get the merit back, because
Okay.
the celestial object is in destruction, and you'll have to be like, no, merit, come back. It might be funny. You have to spend merit to build an ability to recover the merit loss in case of a teammate dies.
Well, Matt, was really interesting the description used for Clarity. Her comet, or his comet, sorry, and was going out of the orbit and leaving.
His is also breaking up. Like it lost its orbit. It's the comet itself is dissipating. And
I was just thinking it's possible to spend merit to put more substance or change the position of, say, hey, Clarity's going off into the void of space. I can literally take the comet and move it over, but it's going to be, I guess, a push and pull kind of thing. But I mean,
it'll be a push and pull kind of thing. And yes, with your special ability, if you have someone linked, you could potentially give them something to fight back.
Yeah, maybe like reset the progress. Like, hey, John spent all his fate points in this situation. He's this far out. Well, I'm going to reset that by bringing him back in. Just
maybe.
Or I've gone up against my sadism, and originally it was my size, but since I fought back against it for 20 minutes, it grew to like the size of the trees around me, and you reset it back down to my size.
Yeah,
and I can make my.
Still part of you, right? Still your inner demon, so it'll still be attached to you.
It's an interesting way to go about it.
We gotta talk about thresholds sometimes too, Matt. Whatever we want. But that can be after merit for long term.
Yeah. I'm just reveling in, my
deviousness.
My deviousness, yeah.
I was not expecting Tilly to die.
Me neither.
Not everyone has amazing stats like you guys, and the older the character, the more powerful the demons are, because you have more things to hunt you.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So I rolled
I
for
do
her. She
like
rolled
this.
average across the board, and that's not good enough, especially if you've already had a couple death fights.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that our NPCs, including her and Orwa, are not all powerful god entities who skedaddle their way out of death.
Orwa had a really good chance, but she rolled 80s and 90s for her rolls.
Oh man.
It also
Tilly,
opens opportunity.
Yeah, Tilly, unfortunately, had already suffered an explosion death before. So I rolled for what inner demon she was going to fight. Did not roll well, and then she rolled average across the board to fight it, and that's not good enough.
So I was talking to Liam, and he brought up something really interesting. If your stats get up high enough, can you just start rolling on the D100 instead of that D50?
Yeah.
Like, at what point would that be decided on when you start rolling on the D100?
Once you get your stat to 45 or higher.
45 or higher. So that means it's easier to fail, but you're capable of doing more difficult tasks?
Yes.
If you go against somebody who's rolling a d50, do they get negatives against you?
Not necessarily, no, but you should have more when it comes to fighting them. What it does is increases your ability to have degrees of success. Because remember, you're limited.
And how well you can do something by success.
Yeah, on how well you can do something. But it's a high risk thing, but you can also get it so that you're like, yeah, you can only get maximum X numbers of success, but I mean, with the numbers I'm rolling, if I roll one good roll, there's literal 0 chance you can beat me in it. That's the difference.
Because as I am now with my current invested, I'm at 40 weapon skill. So if I have 2 check marks and parry, so I can't fail unless I roll a 50.
Right. But then you have other people who could out parry you.
But remember, it would only be 45, wouldn't it, John?
It's 5 point per.
Right. You got 10 points an extra for a parry, right? Or is it 2 checks and parry?
2
checks and parry.
So you have the first check and the second check, right?
Which gives me a target number 50.
Isn't that only a +5 though?
No.
So you're saying every skill you have is a +10?
No, it's
a
+5.
+5.
He has a 40
in weapon skill.
Right, and then parry is only
+5 and then +5.
The first check is minus 20.
Yeah, the first check. All right. No, you're at a 45. That's right. So the first check
Is that how it's going to work, Matt? That's very important because I've asked you about this several times and you've said the other way every time.
I think I just got confused in that. Like every check mark shouldn't be a plus. You know what? I'll probably make it and rewrite it so that having a check mark in it should be, or the first check mark should be allow you to do it, and then each check mark after that gives you a +5.
And then when we go to the hundreds, it goes to +10s.
Yes.
Shoot, so that's another.
I forgot all about that. So. Yeah.
Okay. Just something to write down for the future.
Yeah, for the future. I'll write it down for everyone. You'll still be stupidly OP anyways.
Yeah, like that. It's what, 2.5% chance.
Yeah.
Well, 5 out of 50 is 10% chance. Got a 10% chance to fail every time I want to block.
Never mind.
You bad? Why you bad? Stop being bad, you baddie.
But yeah, my stats are significantly lower after that change. I had to put most of them at 30 instead of 35.
Yeah, I got fucked too. But it's okay.
It was good though, because I didn't even think to do talents when I was originally investing those points. There are some good talents.
There are a lot of good talents.
Now that we actually have the stats to get them. Or can have the stats to get them at like our maximum. There better not be kids running around with 35s in all stats.
Especially since we need merit to actually get those things, and other people don't get merit.
Yeah, for standard average teenager, I would expect 25 for all round. And if they were specialists, maybe 30.
This third, that's a good thing to bring up. The what the 1 to 100 means, and what the bonus means for each going up. Your modifier every 10 digit. What does that mean for a person? Like, hey, I have a 3 each of these stats. That would be a regular, everyday, normal adult human, right? Is that fair?
So a regular, normal, everyday human or adult human in this universe has a 30 in every stat, Matt? Or the equivalent of? Since that's usually how it's placed off in the Warhammer universe.
What's that?
We're talking characteristic averages. Normal adult human in this universe would have 30 in every stat.
Yeah. No, a human adult, yeah, 30 in every stat, with the exception of like one or two exceptional ones, which go up to 35. Really strong people would be 40 to 45, and people at the pinnacle will be 50 or 50 plus.
So if we think about a space marine, they're rocking on like the 50s, getting up to there.
Yeah.
So superhuman compared to it's a 20-point difference.
Which is really, really important because we're not doing unnaturals in this. Like when you brought up that suit of agility and strength boosting armor in the Warhammer universe, something like that would be +1 unnatural strength and +1 unnatural agility. And this, something like that's going to be what? +5, +10?
Mm.
Should be
Shit. That time.
It can be thought of at a different time, but it's late for you guys, so.
Yeah, I do need to go to bed. I do have an early day.
Yes, you do.
But,
Get off that league. Time to
I'm not
quit.
playing League.
Oh, I see you playing League. I apologize.
No, I've been just sitting on it.
Yeah. All right.
Which is interesting to think about because if a full suit of power armor is +10 to your strength and +10 to your agility, I can do the same thing with 4 in frames. 5, because I need a master.
I'm excited to see where you grow from this tattooing style. Like where the evolutionary steps are for this style of your.
I have a lot planned.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Matt, I actually thought of a more